All right. Sorry about that. How we feeling tonight, y'all? I'm your host, Grande Gato, also known as the Big Cat. This is 1995 or 95 The Roar, a channel for the fans, by the fans, restoring the roar. Got a nice special call-in show for you tonight. Sorry about the brief delay there. I'm back here setting up thumbnails and descriptions, tags, SEOs, and stuff like that that you guys don't have to worry about because you're not a content creator. But it's good to be here, man. I'm gonna drop my link here in just a second. You know what I mean? Can I get a thumbs up or one in the chat? Make sure my audio's loud and clear. I don't want to waste any more oxygen. Nigga need all his oxygen sucks. You know what I mean? Okay, so let me know if I sound good and crystal clear. 1 2 1 2. While you guys are checking on my audio for me, man, how you guys been enjoying the channel, man? You been enjoying the channel? Okay, sound loud and clear. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you guys been enjoying the channel, man. Shout out to a couple gentlemen who reached out, man. It seems like I'm getting a lot of good feedback from, people who, may have parted ways a long time ago and decided to come back and just kind of really finding that real, like that real redefined appreciation, right? For whatever reason, people may have left and they have the right to do so, right? So I appreciate those who are coming back and enjoying the content and those who always been here. Shout out to my day ones, right? So we love you for that as well. Um, Again, when I drop the link tonight, man, please use your discretion. Do as I say, not say as I do, right? I say I try to be mindful of cussing, right? And sometimes I slip, and I don't mind you guys cursing either, right? Just be modest with it, right? Kind of like when you guys are making your French fries, right? Salt is bad if you have too much of it, you know what I mean? But a little bit of salt ain't gonna hurt, right? So I don't mind you guys doing your thing, right? You know what I mean? Again, do as I say, not say as I do, because sometimes I get carried away. All right, but I take those chances. Okay. With that being said, man, be sure to take advantage of our sponsors in the description below. Fanatics, as always, man, they got some really cool things over there. I'm not going to put any promos, so thank God. Yay! You guys are spared for any commercial. I'm running on my Zoom tonight, right? I'm not using my other software. So you don't have to worry about any commercials. But if you would, please click on the link, Fanatics, get you some nice, cool gear. They even have back to school promo stuff, all that kind of good stuff. Also, Fubu TV. I know a lot of you guys coming into the football season. You tired of using Stream East and Crack Meta and Meta Streams and all these broken links, man. Stop being cheap. Hit the Fubu link, the Fubo link, Fubo TV link in my description. Get you a subscription right there so you can guarantee you watch the game anytime you want to, including DVR cloud coverage if you had to work. Okay. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of give you a couple topics here. You don't have to talk about what I'm talking about. If you want to talk about any of my bad takes or good takes, or if you want to talk about the preseason, if you want to talk about injuries, you feel free to talk about whatever tonight. Okay, this is you guys' show. All right. But I am going to lead off with a couple things that have stuck out to me here. Today, Xavier Leggett apparently has had another great practice here. I don't feel like just kind of going down the glazery here. If you want to check out the article, check out Panthers.com. You know what I mean? It's a lot of glazery from the Carolina Panthers and the media staff and Canales about how he really looks good. It seems like he's playing fast, yada, yada, yada. But apparently he had another good day at camp today. And who was that they got? Oh, Jaseem Reed got laid out today, man. Was that Travion Morning? Was that Travion Morning? Somebody laid Jaseem Reed out today. I'm like, them boys fired up. I'm telling you, that defense is amped up, man. They're ready to go, man. But prayers up to Jaseem Reed. He was able to get back up, but he did lay down for a second. I forget which gentleman laid him out, but that secondary is hungry, man. And rightfully so. When you got J.C. Horn and, you got Mike Jackson on the other side, two stud corners, right? You can't help but to have that infectiousness right there. Derek Brown continued to work on the sideline, doing his thing. So, yeah, man, how do you guys feel about Xavier Leggett? Let me know in the comment section. Do you feel like he's dialed in? Do you feel like, Xavier Leggett's finally going to have the breakout year that a lot of you guys thought he would when we drafted him? Let me know in the comment section. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to give you my blatant honesty. I don't believe in Xavier Leggett, okay? But if you do, I'm not going to punish you or make fun of you, man. Oh, you know what I mean? I don't think he's it, okay? Speaking of not being it, man, our offensive coordinator, first-year offensive coordinator, Brad Isaacs, may have tipped his hat when it came to one particular player and the tight end room, and that's Ja'Tavion Sanders, okay? He had this to say about the position, and I quote, sometimes this guys that are on special team roles, they don't get all those reps that you would love for them to get on offense. Felipe Franks, but if it's depth or guys behind him, it's Tommy Tremble and Mitchell Evans and possibly JT. Then those reps can come up. He got to make the most of them. Okay? So he's talking about Felipe Franks, in the tight end position room, potentially making the team as a special teamer. But he also hinted at if he wants to climb the rank, he has to climb up behind Tommy Tremble, Mitchell Evans, and then possibly JT. So the fact that he said in that order, I don't know if that's kind of him hinting at JT being the lower man on the totem pole. Mitchell Evans, maybe he has gotten a little more favor here. I don't know what much to think about JT Sanders, but you know what I mean? Him coming out of Texas, dog, he was a two-time first-team All Big 12 member. You know what I mean? But since then, man, I mean, he hasn't really done much or nothing. And let's be honest here. The Panthers haven't really used the tight end position quite heavily as much as other teams. You know what I mean? So is it fair to say that he might be on the chopping block? You know what I mean? He might be on the chopping block. Do you guys believe in JT Sanders? Do you believe in this tight end room? I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't care who's at the tight end position. This tight end room leaves much to be desired. So if JT Sanders is truly the guy on the outs, I mean, it's actually quite sad because you're getting beat out by guys like Mitchell Evans and Tommy Tremble, who, really, they're not nothing special either. Okay, but it is what it is. So possibly JT Sanders could find himself on the fringe of being out. And last but not least, before I drop the link, Panthers head coach did finally drop the news that Jonathan Brooks will be playing. He said, and I quote, he's in great shape. He's ready to carry the rock. He's ready for some football. And now that's just the next part of it, okay? And he'll be with the first group. He'll get a mix in there with Chuba. He will be able to see how good he looks on those first couple drives, close quote. All right, how do you guys feel about Jonathan Brooks getting some mix with the first team? Do you guys trust his knee? Talk to me. Talk to me, man. You know what I mean? Canales came out and said that these guys will be getting first team reps mixed in there with Chuba Hubbard. I think once he finally gets his cherry popped, and first hit out the way, I think he should be good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He probably gonna have a little nervousness on him until he get hit, man. And hopefully, I would think, players in the NFL don't be, obviously in the preseason game, you know what I mean? They won't target his kneecap. I know that sometimes, with the bounty gate, stuff like that, you know what I mean? I don't think they'll target that nigga's kneecaps in a preseason game. If it was a playoff game or, had playoff implications, maybe. But how do you guys feel about Jonathan Brooks? Do y'all think he'll take over the starting role? We know Chuba sweet, right? Chuba lost his position to Rico Dotto last year. So we know he's sweet out of that backfield. Do y'all think y'all think Jonathan Brooks can be the next guy to take a lick at that lollipop? You know what I mean? All right. And still, finally, before I drop the link, guys, last but not least, Buffalo still has not confirmed whether or not they will be having starting offense on the field come Saturday. Again, I repeat, the Buffalo Bills have yet to announce whether or not they'll have the starter offense out there. As I mentioned yesterday, the starting defense will be out there. Things could get interesting for us on offense, and we'll see what they do against our defense if they have backups in, okay? Do you guys feel like the defense need a test? You know what I mean? Ahead of this game here. Let's say the Buffalo Bills choose not to play their starters, right, on offense. Do y'all feel like our defense, who needs more work on the side of the ball when it comes to the preseason game? The defense or the offense? Okay? Links in the chat. If you guys want to come up, talk to me. I'll be gladly engage you. You know what I mean? let's have some fun tonight, man. To give you guys a good solid couple minutes of my time while we wait for some people, brave souls out there. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna bite you. And a lot of you guys like to talk in the chat. Here's the time where you can come up. I'm not gonna hurt you, okay? I'm just a man. let me put a poll up here. Let me put a poll up here. Who needs more work going into this preseason game? Offense or defense? Let me put that up. Who needs more work going into this preseason game versus the Buffalo Bills? Buffalo Bills. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for me, please. Make sure you guys hit that like button as well. And once I put this poll up here, please make sure you vote. I like to take a look at my polls, right? Just to let me know how you guys are feeling as well. Okay. If I misspell something, don't hold it to me. Links in the chat. If you guys want to come up here and talk, feel free to talk. I'm going to hang around for a little bit. I'm actually a little tired, but I feel good anytime I'm doing what I'm doing, right? A little tired, but I'm here for you guys. Shout out to JRAB. He said, we're beating no this season. We're beating no this season? New Orleans? Oh, New Orleans. Okay. Yeah. I think we'll split with them. Shout out to Dark Mythics. Defense still needs to run their backups to see what kind of depth we actually have. Yeah, man. I feel pretty solid with this first team defense. Mine is the defensive line. I mean, Derek Brown. I mean, a lot of you guys, y'all overly hyping Lee Hunter, right? I don't know if Lee Hunter may definitely be that dude of the future, but as of right now, what I seen at Hall of Fame game, Lee Hunter was getting packed out. So I'm not sold on that D line. I'm definitely not sold on Bobby Brown. I'm definitely not sold on Trayshawn Wharton, right? Trayshawn Wharton is dealing with a neck issue. Seemed like he's the next guy to rob Carolina. Y'all remember that Vikings guy? What was that Vikings guy that came in here and got a bag and left? Remember he got hurt? Who was that Vikings guy that came in here? That defensive end. Remember we hired a Minnesota Vikings guy that came in here and he literally got hurt, stole money from us, and started laughing about it. I think he went on Instagram, started talking about getting a bag or something. Yeah, so it looked like Trayshawn Ward's on that kind of tip, right? I'm not saying that he's hurt. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that he's faking the injury. What I'm saying is he's not worth the dollar. You know what I mean? Thank you, DJ Wanham. Yeah. Seemed like Turk Wanham, excuse me. It seemed like Turk Wharton is on that DJ Wanham shit. You know what I mean? No, it's DJ Wanham. Thank you, Kendall Francis. Yeah. That guy knows ball. Yep. So I would like to see the D line step it up. You know what I mean? As far as the edge rusher room, I think they're going to be our saving grace. Although Nick Scorton is down, I think, that's actually just quite a travesty. I thought Nick Scorton would be poised for at least 7.5, 8 sacks this year, but you know what I mean? I think next man up, you know what I mean? Patrick Jones, who didn't practice today, he had a little bit of a sickness here. What y'all got going on in Charlotte? Y'all cooking? I don't told him to stay away from that Chinese food. They said he was eating out of a plaza. What's that plaza off of Independence? So he don't got a bad batch of Chinese food. He didn't practice today, man. So heal up, man. But guys like Patrick Jones and Jalen, we got my man Jalen there, and we also got Devin Lloyd. They're gonna hold it down, man. You know what I mean? And then of course the secondary with Mike Jack and J.C. Horn, and then you got hard hitting safety such as Trevion Moore and stuff like that. We'll be straight, right? At least on the back end, we should be straight. And in the linebacker room, she's gonna see a much better linebacker room. Shout out to Dr. Mythic. He said, I hope Derek Brown's knee ain't too bad. Sir, let me tell you something. Sir. You should be happy that they're being extra precautious with Derek Brown, right? What did we see over literally the last month or so when it came to Chris Brazzell, right? Chris Brazzell sat out for a couple days worth of practice. They hurry up and brought him back, and he blowed his knee out. I don't care if Derek Brown don't play one lick of training camp. Please be careful with that dude. Please be careful with him, dog. You know what I mean? If he got to sit out whole training camp, sit him out. I would scorch the earth if the Carolina Panthers stick him in there, knowing that he has bad knee issue. You know what I mean? Football's a physical game, brother. You know what I mean? I don't think it's too much. I haven't heard the details about his knee. I just think it's more just, the rigmarole, playing football, you know what I mean? The in and out, the weightlifting, the running, the exercise, and just the daily just wear and tear. That's what I think it is. What is Derek Brown now? He's 27, 28. I think he's 27. You know what I mean? So he's getting a little up there, but he's still young. They're just trying to be extra precautious with him. I'm cool with that. After seeing how they botched Chris Brazzell, you know what I mean? Yeah, please let him take as much time as he want to. Mm-hmm. Links in the chat if you guys want to come up today. Tonight's the call-in show. You can hit the link. You don't have to turn your camera on. I don't want to see your face. You can call in or you can just talk to me, okay? Shout out to JRAB. Dude, Panthers football is going to be guaranteed entertaining. I hear you, brother. I definitely hear you. If you're new to the channel, sub up, like, share, because we're going to be entertaining over here as well, man. I hear that. And I'm with you, man. Panthers football is going to be entertaining either way, dog. Either we're going to be entertaining by getting blowed out and laughing at it, or we're going to be entertaining by kicking butt. So either way, you're going to be entertained. That's one thing I will guarantee. Thank you, JRAB. Dr. Mitta says, was just hoping he ain't bad. We can't afford to lose him. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, bro. That's one player we can't afford to lose, dog. Shout out to Rainbow Twinkie. He said, if you were the head coach, would you be okay with Brooks playing week 1? Can he last the full season? That's a great question, man. If you're asking me that, brother, I wouldn't put him out there. I wouldn't put him out there. Y'all forget last time Jonathan Brooks was out there, he blowed his knee out on a non-contact injury, right? I know he's excited. He's probably ready to go, you know what I mean? And it's a preseason game, you know what I mean? I just don't trust it to the point to where if he's going to go down, he needs to go down in a regular season game, right? You know what I mean? So, but I don't know if this is just for nerves, you know what I mean? Maybe they just say, okay, let's get the nerves out. Because for him, it does mean something a little different, right? He hasn't played in a meaningful game for almost 2 years, so maybe just getting hit at full speed will kind of just let him know, everything's gonna be all right, right? If it was me, dog, you know what I mean? I wouldn't, dog. I wouldn't. Me personally, joint practice. If he has a good joint practice against the Jaguars and against the Texans, that's all I need to see. But maybe he needs to get hit. Maybe he needs to get hit to kind of get those nerves out the way. If that's the case, man, I'm not playing him no more than a series, right? Go out there, nigga. You're gonna get this ball about 2 times on a series. You know what I mean? You're gonna split reps with Chuba Hubbard, and then we're gonna get you out of there. You know what I mean? I am not playing with his knee, dog. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think what you got? You guys got an Atrium Health up there, so I think you guys got a pretty good health system up there. But you know what I mean? And that's just a courtesy. Me putting Jonathan Brooks on the field is a courtesy, right? It's something saying that, okay, let's get your nerves up out of you, dog. Let you get that hit, and then I'm pulling you. Because logically, to me, I don't think it's smart. But if he comes to me, if Brooks were to come to me and say like, dog, I need this to kind of get the nerves out the way, then shit, okay, I give you 2 or 3 plays out there. You know what I mean? Let you run the ball 2 or 3 times, and then turn around and we'll let you get a pass block or some shit, and then get you up out of there. Get you up out of there. Shout out to MH. He said, I agree with you, Big Cat, on Brooks. But if I have to protect my running back from contact, do I want him? He needs to play me every snap to show how I would extend him when it comes to Brooks. Yeah. That's cool. I mean, I respect that. Shout out to MH. I'm with you, bro. I listen, bro. I'm with you. If we got a question on whether or not Jonathan Brooks can take a hit, then that's a bad sign, right? But just to kind of, I'm a fair guy, dog. So I'm like, okay, I agree with you, dog. But at the same time, come on, bro. It's been 2 years since he did this, right? It's been 2 years since so I get it. I definitely get. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, brother. But what I'm just saying is, I just let him get wet a little bit. You know what I mean? Let him get in there, get his feet wet a little bit, and then you know what I mean. And you talking about running him full speed and running him every play? His knee, there'll be time for that. There'll be time for that in the regular season. I just want him to get popped once or twice, let him feel good, and get up off the field. You know what I mean? Because let me tell you something, man. When it's coming back from injury, the worst thing you could do is tiptoe, right? My daddy always told me when I play ball, man, don't you ever go out there scared. If you're playing scared, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt, right? And I don't know if you have you guys have any football significant injuries, right? If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that like button, sub up for me, man. Okay. If you guys have played with any football, I broke my ankle before playing this game that I love so much. I broke my ankle and I dislocated my foot. I told you this before. My foot was on backwards, literally. I'm not even joking, right? I took about a year off, finally came back out. I wasn't scared, right? But you always kind of like in the back of your mind, it's like, okay, can I still produce the amount of power that I need? Can I still move and be agile and nimble as I need, right? So no matter how many spring trainings you do, no matter how many weightlifting drills you do, conditioning drills you do, you can never truly say I trust my knee or my ankle until you fully get engaged with a nigga, right? And so that's kind of the same thing with Jonathan Brooks. No matter how many training camps, no matter how many practices you have, you're not going to be able to say I fully trust my knee until you're in live action. So that's why I say I respect what you're saying, brother. But there's also it's man, if you ain't never been hurt playing, but you want to understand, right? Not to say that he's scared, not to say that he's scared, or not to say that I was scared. It was just kind of like, okay, I just need to, you know what I mean? I need to kind of feel it, you know what I mean? Because after about the first series, going out there, you're gonna be okay. Oh, this is football. You know what I mean? It's a scary thing, man, to have your knee blowed out, right? Your ACL, the structural ligaments that hold your knee together come apart. That's scary. So I would imagine for him, I ain't never had no knee injuries. Well, I had. I'm sorry, I had 2 meniscus tear. Never mind. I had 2 arthroscopic knee repairs, but I ain't never had no ACL torn, and that's big. So, um, yeah, man, prayers up to him. And like you said, brother, if we got to check on his knee every 5 minutes, we don't need him on the team. But I definitely would like to see him get a nice pop and get him out of there. And then we'll listen. What you're saying, we'll see all that during the regular season, right? My man, if he can't hold up in the regular season, then we'll just get rid of him. If you guys want to come up here and have a debate or come in here and talk about anything, the link is in the chat. Feel free. It's free to come up here. Be on your best behavior. I don't mind a little moderate cussing, a little moderate animation. You know what I mean? But just be on your best behavior. A lot of you guys, you have a lot to say in the comment section, and I don't always have the link out there. So tonight's one of those nights where I have the link out, okay? Shout out to Black Swole. He says, if you ain't never been hurt, you was never in the game. Nah, there's some niggas that have slipped on water bottles now. There have been some niggas slipped on water bottles, okay? Stay right there. Who we got up here tonight, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Lucky, how you doing, brother?
Doing all right, man.
Pretty good. Good. How's your day?
It was all right.
Good. That's all right. What you got for me, brother?
So I'm expecting, I want to see what we get out of the first drive from Bryce Young because after what Haynes King showed, we would expect Bryce Young, to have sort of a fire under him and go out there and at least score a touchdown. So there's no questions in Carolina because I think Bryce Young, he might have been celebrating and all that, but he knew well that Haynes King had some promise. That's just my opinion.
I definitely understand that. Now, let me kind of comment on something you said there. Now, I don't like to do too many conspiracy theories and shit like that. Conspiracy theories, right? But I just think it's mighty coincidental, right? That obviously you and I, we know Haynes King, we didn't see any injuries. We haven't seen any visible sign of injury after the game, during the press conference, or any kind of limping or laboring of any kind of pain, right? I just think it's mighty funny that when Bryce finally gets his time on the field, not only do you stick on this injury tag onto Haynes King, but then you shut him down and you say he's week to week. So, do I believe that has something to do with kind of just not upshowing Bryce? And does Bryce have to respond to what Haynes King did? Ultimately, I think the regular season is going to tell you what Bryce is, right? I would
Correct.
love to sit here and say that Bryce has to respond to Haynes King blowing out second, third, and fourth stringers, right? Not necessarily, right? Because even if he comes out here and smash, I don't think it's going to change people's opinions, such as myself, you, and maybe some a handful of other folks out there, right? Bryce can come out here and go 10 for 10 and 2 touchdowns. It's not going to change until it happens to the regular season. So, although it will be good reps and stuff, I do believe, come on. I mean, you're a human, dog. You're a competitor, right?
Yeah.
Somebody playing the same position that I played just did it real good showing and got headlines all over the mind you, this was the only game being played that night, the Hall of Fame game, right? So all the marquee headlines read what? Carson Beck and Haynes King showed out. So I would like to believe that in Bryce's mind, at some point you're a competitor. Like, yeah, I got to go make my headlines too. You know what I mean? Even if it's a preseason game. Any conjecture?
No, I agree with everything you said. I am curious though. I'm very surprised that are even starting Bryce Young in a preseason game, and I'm wondering if due to King's performance, that's why they're starting him against Buffalo's starting defense with the offense out there, just so he can go out there and prove a point. Because I thought they wouldn't play him at all in preseason. I thought they would just wait for him to suck. I mean, sorry, try harder in the regular season.
No, you said it right the first time. Let me ask you this, and I'm just asking you from your personal opinion. When it comes to Bryce Young, what is the bigger measuring stick for you? Him and his performance in preseason games, or him against joint practices that we have coming up?
Um, that's a tough one, actually. I think I would say the preseason game, just because you're going up against a different opponent, especially an opponent with their starting defense out there. So I'm gonna have to say a preseason game.
I hear you, because I guess you're saying live reps and stuff of that nature.
Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely understand that there, man. Me personally, I'm looking at what he's going to do in joint practices against the Texans and the Jaguars, two really good defenses. And although they may not necessarily get a chance to hit Bryce in those joint practices, you're going to get some really good live reps, right? They still can intercept him. They still can bat his balls down. You get a real good clean rep, right? Because they're going to be out there
yeah,
what, an hour a day, 2 hours. What is it, hour, 2 hours? How long they're out there doing those sessions?
yeah,
Yeah, so you're going to get more out of training camp because I mean you're literally talking about going in 16, 20 plays. You're going to get more than that as far as repetition in training camp. So to me, if you ask me, I don't, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but if you ask me, I think to me that's what matters the most, brother. You know what I mean?
yeah. I get what you're saying, especially since they get more reps on the field, and Bryce Young gets more. Because the preseason, he's probably going to get what, 2 drives?
Probably two drive, maybe three. Depends on if they struggle.
Yeah, I think if they struggle, they'll keep him out there because they don't want to think he's. Oh no, they're worrying he's going to be bad.
You know. Let me ask you this: what are you expecting out of Bryce? Be honest, realistically.
The preseason or the regular season?
The Buffalo Bills game.
I'm expecting him to go out there. They might get one first down. They're going to go 3 and out. They're going to drag him out there for a second drive, and they're going to go downfield and kick a field goal, and that's going to be it.
That's a good. That's actually quite wow, wow. That's a really good assessment there. I'm with you, man. I strongly, highly believe that the Carolina Panthers probably going to go 3 and out, right? And then with you, and then in the second drive, like you said, he'll come out there, he'll get some momentum, kick a field goal, and I don't know if he comes back out after they kick that field goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just, and the reason being is because Buffalo's defense, Jim Leonard spoke highly about coming out here being physical, being fast, and wanted to defend the run. You know what I mean? So if you know what I know, in that stadium, this is the first any kind of game, whether it's preseason, real season, whatever. First game in that new stadium, they're hyped up. They got a first year defensive coordinator who's preaching physicality and speed and stopping the run. They're not going to come here. I don't care if it's a high school game. They're not going to come in here and allow for the Panthers to run on them. And I think that defense is going to try to put some licks on Bryce, man. Well, speaking of licks on Bryce, how do you feel like our protection will hold up? If you haven't been paying attention, Monroe Freedom did a decent job today against Jalen Jalen, what's the name? Our outside edge rusher, man. He did a very good job against him. Seemed like he's coming along quite nice. What do you think about our protection?
I think the offensive line is actually the bright spot in the Carolina Panthers, despite their injury. I think we actually got a pretty good offensive line. We saw it against Haynes King. They only allowed one sack that game. So overall, I am pretty confident with our O line right now until they prove me otherwise. And it's not really too much to brag about when going against our edge rushers. We need help on the edge, but that doesn't change my opinion. I still think they're good.
Even with the backups, you think Rasheed Walker got worked out pretty good today by who was it? Somebody dog walked Walker today. Who was it? Ah man, I'm sorry. I was watching the feed and I seen where Rasheed Walker got the business put on him. But they Manley. I think Prince Manley put the business on him. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me here. So are
What
you
position is
got
he again? Isn't he
he's
like yeah,
outside edge
what's that?
rusher.
Outside rusher.
How you feel about
Yeah.
Rasheed Walker and Monroe Freed? I know they're backups, right? I know you said you got faith in our offensive line, but you got faith to the tune of where they can play multiple games while Icky and Taylor is recovering.
Ask the question. I mean, if they're like Cade Mays who can come in there and actually like play like a starter, then I wouldn't be worried. But I think it's going to have to be a prove it. Right now, they've been solid, but it was only one game. I need to see a little more.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you here. What about the defense, and why do you think Buffalo is kind of hesitating whether or not they want to put their offense out there, man? They haven't said anything. I've been kind of peeping the wire, trying to see what's up, but haven't heard anything about Buffalo's offense coming out here. Do you need to see Buffalo's offense against our number one defense?
Um, I think it's unfair and unnecessary. I think we know what Josh Allen is. I think we know what James Cook is.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a need to see anything from them, but if they go out there and play against our defense, I think they're going to go right downfield and score.
hmm. Do you want to see us kind of get that work from their first team? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Defense,
mean, this is the
offensive
best of
line.
the best, right? The Buffalo Bills are a heavy favorite team to make the playoffs. If we're such a playoff team like we think we are, or some fans think we are, then yeah, we need to be going up against these people because what do you expect in the playoffs? To be facing damn Deshaun Watson? No.
That's a good point there, man. That's a good point, man. I know Josh Allen is due for a contract here within, I think, the next year or two. I think he's got 2 years left. So I'm not sure how his agent and him will feel about playing in the preseason. But at the end of the day, it's still a team game. Far as our defense here, man, um, I would love to see them come out here and face the Buffalo Bills offense because I'm not sold on our D line, right? So I need to kind of see, can we stop the run, right? We got a bunch of edge rushers in. And normally when you get a bunch of edge rushers in, they tend to improve your pass, your pass rush defense, but you still got problems on that D line, man. So do you believe in Bobby Brown and Trayshawn Wharton and Lee Hunter? I guess Lee Hunter that picked up from the Texans. I mean, from Texas Tech.
I kind of like Lee Hunter, but right now, in my opinion, it's Derek Brown. That's it.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate, man. If the Carolina Panthers would just walk with me for a second and kind of remember when the Carolina Panthers had one of the best run stuffing defenses, they had multiple guys up front. You know what I mean? You had the Chris Jenkins, you had the Brinson Buckners, you had the Charles Johnsons of the world, right? Julius Peppers of the world, right? You had those guys. And it's unfair because Derek Brown is going on, what he's like 27, 28 now. And they refuse to, he's 28 years old, right? Derek Brown ain't got too much left as far as his
No.
age wise, right? He's getting ready to cross into that 30. He got about a good, let's see, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. He got about a good 6 to 7 years left for playing in prime position, right? And the
Yeah.
best you guys can do is stick Bobby Brown and Trayshawn Wharton next to him. Bobby Brown is some journeyman lineman. Trayshawn Wharton was a backup who did decent in Kansas City. It's unfair, bro. Get that nigga some
Yeah.
help, bro. Get that nigga some real help, bro. Could you imagine like a Vita VA next to this nigga or somebody of that nature? You know what I mean?
Oh, we've been stoppable up front.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my nigga God of Black, and he said Big Cat, your volume is low, or it's just me. I think it's me, brother. I've been fighting with the damn mic. Give me a second. Why is it that these motherfuckers struggling to find some help outside of Derek Brown?
Well, I think they're too worried about the offensive side. If you don't remember, we went mostly almost all offense the past two drafts just to help our franchise superstar quarterback because franchise quarterbacks needs the most help, right? And I think we haven't been focused on defense, and I think it's what's killed us.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. I'm sorry. I think it's my mic, y'all. Y'all bear with me, man. I've been wrestling with this broken up mic here. But yeah, man, I'm with you, man. I think they've been trying so hard to really try to make Bryce Young actually be a a, a good quarterback and try to get him weapons and protection and stuff. That when you look at what they did on the D line, it's almost like they don't even, you know what I mean? I don't know what this is. I really hate this 3-4 defense, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is we're not even known for that, dog. We're not even known. I don't even know who, Evero came in here with this funky 3-4 defense. We've seen it before, right? We've
Yeah.
seen how good this defense could be in the 3-4. And what was it? We were like second in sacks that year, and
Yep.
we missed the playoff. What year was that? 2018.
2018. Yeah.
2018, we were second in sacks, and we missed the playoff. So I don't like the 3-4. What's your conjecture on it?
I prefer a 4-3.
Yeah, yeah. What's your thoughts on Evero, man? You feel like he's the guy, or I mean, what are we doing with Evero here? Is it time for him to go?
I mean, the hype came from Denver with that second best defense, but while he's been in Carolina, he set records for. I can't remember. He set a record that was really negative. I can't remember which one it was. I think like most points or something like in a game. He's had his moments, but I want someone who is always in the moment. I want a good defensive coach. So I personally am tired of Evero.
Well, don't worry, Evero finna get up out of here, man. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I think that he's gonna have a good year with this defense. You got Jalen Phillips, you know what I mean, and then you got Devin Lloyd, you know what I mean. I think you finally got some of Evero's pieces. Not only did you got a good edge rush, you still got J.C. Horn and Mike Jackson, who's looking for a good contract here soon. So I really don't expect any drop off from that defense. Maybe the run game still suffers, but I
Mm-hmm.
think we're gonna be good defensively, man. I think we're gonna be solid, right? And because of that, I think Evero's going to get a head coaching job, man. Somebody's going to offer him a head coaching job. He's getting the hell out of here.
Hey, Big Cat, it's MH. How you doing, man?
MH, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Not much, man. Not much. Just chilling. So
Good to
with
hear from you.
Evero, I've always tell. I'm from North Carolina. I live in North Carolina. Uh, I personally like Evero. I know and to your point, I do think he's going to get a head coaching job off the simple fact that I know people were screaming for his head after that playoff loss, but what people failing to realize, we were a middle of the pack defense with bargain players, and he's been doing that since he got here. So you're telling me a defensive coordinator that can get the most out of bargain bin players that nobody wanted, and he made the middle of the pack? How many of us really know who Christian Roseman was for you? But how many of us know Christian Roseman for Carolina? I know I didn't. And so, but when he got here, I'm not going to say he was the greatest thing of all time, but he looked halfway decent. That's Evero. So when people were calling for Evero's head, when we haven't given him a lot of draft picks, we haven't given him almost nothing in cap space, he found a way to make it work. And at the end of the day, the offense sold us more times than the defense did for last year and the year before that, really. So I'm not ready to call for Evero's head yet. I do think he's a head coach potential, and I think he will get that job the moment the moment he gets the opportunity. He's leaving Carolina. I don't blame him. But that's just my opinion on Evero. I know a lot of people want him fired. Oh, this, that, and the third. This man has done all the most with bargain bin players. I mean, he turned Mike Jack into a beast. Let's be real here.
Good
I will
point.
give you credit for that. I definitely give you credit for that because I ain't gonna lie, man. The last couple of years, I've been clowning Mike Jacks.
Yeah, same. I'm guilty of it. But now I got to get my boy out here. He got it out the mud. I got to give him
Yeah, he
respect for
did.
that. He got it out the mud.
Yes, he has.
And
Definitely got to
that's
respect him.
yeah, and really honestly, I know I ain't gonna get too much to it because I ain't got that much time. really, right now, if you were to ask me, I'm re-signing Mike Jack before I am Bryce Young. I know some people are going to come for my head on that, but that's just how I feel about it. We can get a cheap quarterback later. We can get a cheap quarterback now if we want to and just roll with it. Mike Jack is more important than Bryce Young right now for this team, but that's a different story for a different day.
No, that's the right story for the right day.
I know some people. I ain't trying to get your head knocked off, but that's just my opinion on that. Mike Jack is more valuable than Bryce Young. But that being said, yeah, no, Evero's solid. I mean, I hope he's sticking around long term, but I know he's not. He's going to be a head coach somewhere. But I will say, this is probably the most excited I've been for Panthers football in quite some time, and I do mean quite some time. I know you had your opinions on the preseason. This year, I think we need to do things differently. I know the Bills haven't announced if they're going to be playing their backup starters. We don't know yet. Either way it goes, I want our starters out there. If it goes up to me, honestly, they probably play the whole first half. And I'm going to tell you why. We need to see dogs. We have another tough schedule. I need to see who's a dog on this team, who wants to play and who wants to play now. We haven't earned the right to play it safe yet. We're a team that's trying to compete. We always play it safe every year in the preseason. Then the regular season comes, we start off slow, and we're damn near out of playoff contention come week 8. We need to start off fast. Guys need to get hit. Guys need to hit. And guys need to get used to being on that field early. That's just how I see it, especially when it comes to Jonathan Brooks, who's been stealing money from us for the past 2 years. I didn't say steal. I know he's been hurt, but I need to see dog mentality out of this team early.
Now, you said, I want to go back to something you said about how you feel good about the season. What has you feeling good about the season, brother?
Chandler McMillan, I'm excited for him. I'm excited to see what a healthy coach can do. I'm excited for what we finally did Evero some favors on this defensive side of the ball. I know we added some fuse. Devin, I'm excited to see him. Mike Jack, he's got something to prove. He's coming up on contract year. Him and J.C. Horn are going to be, iron sharp as iron. Look at this schedule last year to this year. We had a tough schedule last year. At the end of the day, we got another tough schedule this year. We made the playoffs accidentally. I know I keep saying that. We made it accidentally, but we got there. So what has me excited is we haven't had this kind of it's not a complete roster, but this is the most complete roster we've had in a very long time. That's what has me excited. Now, we still got some holes and we got some question marks, but this is the most complete roster I've seen this team put together in years. That's why I'm so excited. And I'm also excited because this is the year I know if Bryce Young will be my quarterback or not. Now, at the time, I hope he's not, but this is the year we get our answer, and this upcoming draft class is deep. So this is the year we're going to either fail or we're going to succeed. If we fail, we know who to point to. If we succeed, okay, we got something, let's build. But the reason I'm so excited is a more complete roster, and we have options if things go sideways.
Absolutely, guys. If you're new to the channel, mash on that subscribe button, hit the like button, share as well. Let me ask you this right here. You now, with all that stuff you just said, now, what's your record prediction?
I give us 9 wins. I give us 9 wins. 9, maybe 10. 10 is me being very generous, but I give us 9 wins. I do think we're going to, knock on wood, I do think the Saints, this is going to be our year that we finally sweep the Saints. I think we're going to sweep the Falcons. I do think we're going to split with Tampa. I know I'm throwing a lot out there with the whole Saints. They normally kick our ass every year, but this is the year I think we finally get their number. If we're hungry like I think we are. I give us 9, maybe 10 wins.
9 or 10 wins, huh?
9, maybe 10. I'm being very generous on the 10, but I can foresee 9. I think 9 wins probably takes this division.
Let me ask you that. When was the last time you had a CBC done?
Hey, I say I had one done in the whip. Hey, I'm being optimistic to further notice.
Listen, man. Hey, I respect that. I don't want nobody to.
I could take a joke.
Do your thing, man. You know what I mean?
I could take a joke, brother. Now, realistically, we'll see. Where I asked me the same question around about week 3 or week 4. Realistically, but right now we're healthy. Again, this division is weak. I know we're playing division leaders, but I give us 9 wins. I think 9 wins takes this division. I can't see nobody in our division out overtaking us. But ask me again, week 3.
So just like we're just kicking the ball, we're just shooting the ball.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Bryce, I mean, for you to say that means you must got a high confidence, right?
I'm not going to say I have high, like I told you before, I don't like Bryce as a football player, as a human being. I think he's phenomenal. So here's what I am. Here's where I am with Bryce Young. I hope he does great. I'm planning for him to do great, but I'm expecting him to not do so great, if that makes sense. I hope he does great because I'm a Panthers fan. I want to see us win, and we're setting him up for success. Do I think he's going to follow through? No, but I hope he follows through, if that makes sense. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he's going to actually go out here and ball out this year. So the season hasn't started yet. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Like I said before, ask me again week 3 or week 4.
Yeah, my benefit of the doubt ran out about 2 years ago.
Hey, I'm with you on that, but we're stuck with him for right now. There's nothing we can do. I want him. I ain't gonna say I want him to. Well, he's the quarterback of the Carolina Panthers. If he works out, great. I'm not gonna be mad at that. But to your point, he hasn't showed me enough to make me say that's our guy. Only thing I can do for him now is just, hey, when I cut the TV on a Sunday, I hope he balls out. That's all I can do for him for right now.
I definitely respect that here. We got some people in the chat want to know, what's your YouTube channel? You got a podcast, they say.
No, I do not. I just, it's something I listen to your channel from time to time, and then, man, I let it ride from there. I just watch a lot of football.
That's all right, brother. Shout out to God of Blackness. Thank you for that super sticker. He says, sounds like 11 wins to me plus 3. Don't mind him. That's my special friend.
I was being generous with 10, but
yeah. Stay right there. We got another guest up here. Guess, who are you, and what do you want to talk about today, brother?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Okay. I want to talk about. I remember on your broadcast about a day ago, yesterday, you said that about Bryce Young. I remember. I want to say that about 2 years ago, Bryce Young did not have the best weapons. His best weapon was Adam Thielen, who was 33 years old at the time. Now he's retired. His second option was DJ Chark. He's retired now, and his third option was Jonathan Mingo. Now he's like a sixth string for the Cowboys. So yeah, Bryce Young, people forgets that when he entered for our organization, we pretty much failed him there. That's why he's suffer his first couple of years. Then we finally looked good a little bit last year, but he did suffer a little bit when it started because McMillan was a rookie. Then Jalen Cooker was hurt for a couple games. Then his second best was Hunter Renfrow, and we cut him when the playoffs start when we was playing against the Rams. So yeah, that's what I was wanting to talk about.
Well, good, man. It's okay, brother. I know you're new. Calm down. I know you breathe, brother. We all family, huh? You already nervous?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right. You can be nervous here. I'm gonna help get them nerves up out of you here. Do you remember CJ Stroud's his surrounding cast when he first came into the league?
Yeah. He had Nico Collins, and he just braked out. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he was going into a team with one of the worst pass protections and everything, running game, everything, man.
Right. Yeah, you do got a lot of good points. Like if Cam Newton, if we had a prime Cam Newton, his best weapon was Ted Gale, and I think Greg Olsen. I don't know if he was on our team yet.
Yeah,
because Benjamin Franklin was hurt.
So I'm guessing you believe in Bryce Young, right? You're a heavy supporter of Bryce.
Yeah.
Tell me why you believe in Bryce, and what do you believe he do?
I believe him because he looked good against the Rams. He looked good against the Cowboys and Packers. Well, he had a game-winning drive against the Packers. That's why I believe in him. I still believe in Bryce. I believe it's going to be his year because he's going to have McMillan his second year, and Jalen Cooker is going to be fully healthy.
So is it fair to say that they put enough around him this year? Can we say that? I want you to say it. Is it fair to say that they put enough around him?
I agree with that.
What about him having enough weapons?
I think he has more than enough. Yes, he has more than a lot of other quarterbacks do.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you right now, Terry Total McMillan. Excuse me if I butcher his name, man, but he's an absolute dog. probably my favorite player on the team. He's a dog, man. You know what I mean? And Jalen
Yeah.
Coker, I was high on him last year. He just got to stay healthy for me, right? Because I know he can play. He just got to stay healthy, right? But yeah, man, from what you guys are saying, Bryce has weapons, has protection. Now he got a defense. I mean, there's no excuses, right? He's all out of excuses.
That's how I see it.
Okay, so with these weapons in place, how many wins do you think he should win, caller? Samsung guy, how many guys you think? I mean, how many games you think he'll win on these weapons?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, brother. What's your name?
My name is Delk.
You said Dick?
Delk.
Delk?
Yeah.
Okay. How many games you think he'll win with all these weapons that he have on the team?
Rico Dowdle, which is he did have a good start. I think we'll go 10-7, win the division.
10-7. Wow.
Ooh, they're good at 10 again.
I think I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna think I'm gonna be sick.
10 again.
Hey, I wish I had that optimism, fellas. I wish I had that same optimism. You know what I mean? But
Well, I see what you mean. I mean, I've been drinking the Kool-Aid since Teddy Bridgewater before. I get where you're coming from, but last year I wasn't drinking the Kool-Aid. I won't feel it, and I kind of knew what we were going to get ourselves into. We actually ended up doing a little bit better than I thought. But I get where you're coming from there. Again, 10 is, I think, is very, very generous. I do think 9 is going to be our magic number. If we degress from last year, I'm not going to be a little ticked. But I give us minimum 9 wins.
But when you saying that CJ Stroud, when he came in at rookie when he went to Texas, he had a better coach than us at the time. Frank Wright filled this offense, so that's why he had a better support and assistant cast than Bryce Young.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
Go ahead, man.
Like the play calling was a little off.
I do think Frank was trying. Yes, Frank was a bad coach. I do think he deserved what he got from us. At the same time, though, I think Frank knew what he had in Bryce Young at the time. If I'm not mistaken, Big Cat, you got to correct me if I'm wrong. When we first drafted Bryce, Frank came out and actually stated Andy Dalton was going to be our QB1 when we even drafted Bryce. I could be wrong with that, but I feel like I remember watching that live and him saying Andy Dalton was going to be our number 1. And then quickly after that, Bryce Young was number 1 in the depth chart as soon as that came.
I agree. We should have started Andy Dalton when we had rookie Bryce Young. Like, we should start him for about 5 games.
So I think
let him learn.
I think Frank knew Bryce wasn't quite ready. And I mean, it was evident from game 1 that Bryce wasn't ready for the NFL. That's why he got turned around and people forget he got benched at Seattle game too because they didn't want him to deal with that crowd. I remember that day. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but he got benched that day too. They didn't want him to deal with that crowd. So I do think Frank, he called a lot of screens. We had a very boring offense, a lot of screen plays, a lot of handing the ball off. We didn't really take any deep shots. I think Big Cat, if I'm not mistaken, you even screamed at Frank's side field saying, hey, take a shot downfield, and he kind of rolled his eyes at you.
Yeah, so, I actually went to that game.
Yeah. I remember a lot, man. I'm a data freak, so I remember a lot.
You've been around for a minute.
And I just remember a lot. I don't have a photographic memory, but I do remember a lot. So with that being said, I think Frank knew not to do that with Bryce Young. That's why we had that boring offense. I know I clown Frank for being old and being very forgetful, but at the end of the day, I really think he was trying to protect Bryce the best he could because he knew what he could not do. And I do think at the end of the day, CJ Stroud was his pick. And I think he was trying to prove a point to Tepper. This is not the guy I wanted. So this is what you get. And sadly, it got him out the door. That's always been my opinion on Frank Wright. So he's got a Super Bowl, so he can't be so bad. That's always been my opinion on Frank Wright. And right now, I know you said earlier, Big Cat, Ted is a beast. Right now, Bryce has more weapons than Cam Newton never had. Cam Newton had Ted again. We got to a freaking Super Bowl. Bryce Young, what's your excuse? Bryce Young, what's your excuse, brother? You got Ted McMillan. You have a decent defense. You have a coach that you want a coach that you don't mind, because I think reports came out that he also didn't like Frank because Frank was in his ass all the time. What more can we give you, son? I don't know what else more we can give you.
Right, I feel you. Y'all got a lot of points. It's just I'm kind of split by y'all got a lot of good points, but I still believe in Bryce.
I hear that. Stay right there. Let me read this. Let me read this Cash App real quick. Shout out to Derek B. He says, "I could have swore before the season started that the year we drafted Bryce Young, the media and all the NFL thought Carolina was in a better situation than Houston because Houston had a rookie head coach and we had the Avengers coaching staff." That's right. Remember we had
Deuce Staley. We had Deuce Staley.
Right.
Because he's from South Carolina. We had Deuce Staley. He came to Charlotte to be close to his mom. I remember that as well. We had Deuce Staley. We had these all-star squad, and we squandered it.
Thank you, Derek B. I forgot about that. Yeah, everybody was saying that this was the new coaching staff with Super Bowl rings and all that shit.
Yeah, I remember that. And I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. It had me bought in, but it didn't work out, as you can see.
Yeah.
And then people keep saying, "Well, CJ Stroud this, CJ Stroud that." If you weren't a football fan, you didn't know who Nico Collins was. You didn't. If you didn't know who Nico Collins was, and if he was like, that's what people get. Like, I've watched football. If you don't really know the game, Nico Collins is not a household name. So people keep saying, "Oh, well, he had Nico Collins." At the end of the day, who really is that? Like, now a lot of people, that's not a household name. And CJ Stroud made this man look like the second coming of Steve Smith. So let's also be fair. Like CJ, he did come into a good situation, but he came into a situation because he made it that situation.
Right. You do got a good point. I think if we had CJ Stroud, we may have been a little bit better because I think that's more Frank Reich offensive coach. I just don't think Bryce Young and Frank Reich's offensive coordinator just match, if you feel me.
I agree. They didn't at all.
Like, I think CJ Stroud fit Frank Reich's offense better, because we have seen Frank Reich done good with Andrew Luck and Phillip Rivers, I believe, and now he's at the Jets, and maybe he's going to help Geno Smith turn his career around.
Geno Smith, shout out to you, brother.
Shout out to Big Geno. Let me ask you this, Delcare. What are you expecting to see from Bryce against Buffalo Saturday?
I believe he's going to throw. I think he's going to throw one touchdown. I believe he's going to do pretty good. I believe we're going to play their backups. So, yeah, I feel like we always play their backups in the preseason.
The defensive coordinator, Jim Leonard, for the Bills said that they're playing their starters.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yes, Jim Leonard, he's the first-year coordinator for the Buffalo Bills after Sean McDermott. Says, we're playing our starters.
Good. I mean, Bills did lose. Bills didn't really do nothing but sign Bradley Chubb, so I think we'll do good. I mean, that defense of the Bills kind of fall off. I mean, yeah.
They do have 5 new starters, so, yeah, there is a little bit of a growth curve there, learning curve for some of those guys. Also, they're dealing with injuries, too. I know Cole Bishop, the safety, pretty good white boy there. And C.J. Gardner-Johnson is dealing with injuries as well, and a few other guys. So I don't know if they'll be full health on defense, but they plan on playing a good bit of their starters.
Right. Oh, yeah, did you hear that Dave Canales? I think I heard from someone that they're going to use that King guy or new quarterback. They're going to use him like a Taysom Hill style.
You say your king and our king, not that king guy. You say our king. Bow your head. Say our king.
Our king, yeah.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. Yeah, man. I hate that because I think King is a once in a lifetime kind of talent. I mean, no disrespect, man. I mean, a white gentleman that can run 4.4, that's unheard of, right? And then
it's rare.
It's extremely rare. And then he has a good arm. He's a big guy. Y'all, I live in Georgia, bro. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. I seen Haynes King, man, and literally he went to a bad university down here in Georgia Tech, and he carried that team, you know what I mean, for most of the season, man. And he's a good quarterback, man. He has good traits. So the fact that they want to use him like Taysom Hill, I will kind of feel
that's an insult.
That's a big insult. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
if you want to be honest about it, dog. I mean, I don't want to cause no division, but arm talent wise, his arm talent is way better than Bryce's. If we're just talking about arm talent, we're just talking about arm talent alone.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I feel
He
you.
didn't. He missed on that deep ball, but it looked good. The air under it, solid. He again a little bit off on the accuracy, but that happens on a deep ball. There's really no concern there. But the air under that ball, the hang time, immaculate.
I have a question for you. Would you start at Kings King over Bryce Young week 1 against the Bears?
Ooh, it
No,
goes up to me. I know how to answer.
the answer is no. No, I would not start him.
There
All
you
right. I
go.
feel
No,
that's
I
smart.
love Haynes King, and I do want him to eventually earn his spot. But right now, you know what I mean. I know he's still going to have a learning process, right? To me, that's a
Yeah.
dummy mission to sit him out there and struggling. Although he did more with less with a bunch of backups, I do believe he'll elevate his game. There's no
Oh yeah.
doubt.
I mean,
Over time, he's
I
gonna
agree.
rise to the occasion. I know that boy's gonna rise to the occasion. You know what I mean?
oh yeah.
Either here or somewhere else. I agree.
I'm
That's
surprised he
right.
wasn't
That's right.
undrafted.
Yeah. Well, down here in Georgia Tech, bro, they got a predominantly run offense, right?
Yes,
And
they do.
do you know that none of his receivers made it to the NFL?
Oh wow, really?
None of them.
Nope.
Dang.
No Georgia Tech receiver under him has made it to the NFL.
Wow. I mean, are you talking about like his season or all time?
Or this past season.
Oh, okay.
So what
I
that tell
can't
you?
name.
He didn't
I
have no
can't
damn
name.
help, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
I can't
I mean,
name
that's
any of his
crazy.
receivers.
Honestly, maybe if 10 games to learn from Bryce Young, maybe he can do something. I mean, if Bryce don't like do that good,
I agree with you
maybe
on that.
put him out there, see how he looks.
If this season ends up being a wash and we end up stinking it up, I say throw him out there. What do we got to lose? Throw him out there. Either we're going to ride with him next season or season after next, or we're going to draft one this upcoming season in draft, and either way, Bryce Young will be out the door. But if we stink it up and we start off going 0-6, 0-7, or something ridiculous, throw Haynes King out there. Bryce, your clock is up, bro. When the draft hit, your clock is done.
That's true.
And we just throw him out there. I mean, either King balls out and we can get him on a cheap deal and be competitive. We can re-sign Mike Jack and other free agents. Or, King stinks it up as well. And then we go in the draft, get a cheap quarterback. Either way, throw him out there. We stink it up.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Again,
You're not going to see Haynes King, bro, until we're out of playoff contention. So anybody who wants to see Haynes King, don't think you're going to see him until we have to be mathematically out of playoff contention.
We're going to have to stink it up to see Haynes King on that field.
Yep.
Yeah,
because they definitely want to. They want to milk this Bryce shit. They want to milk him till he ain't got nothing left, or he gonna rise to the occasion. You know what I mean?
Yep. They're gonna milk it. Going into year 4, they did pick up that 5th-year option, and he's Tepper's guy. We're gonna know what Bryce Young is at the end of this season, one way or another. We're going to know.
Stay right there. Stay right there, real quick. Shout out to Chris Grigg for that super sticker. He says, I love it over here. You guys are coming with straight knowledge and good opinions. You're not doing drugs and acting hard and being gangsters and begging for money.
Oh my God. I used to watch that channel.
Why you stop watching it, dog?
I ain't gonna say too much on it.
Okay.
I just stopped watching it.
You're right. Let me stop here.
Yeah.
I'll be a little messy here.
Yeah, let's not go down that path.
That's right. That's true. Yeah, that's not.
I'm a straightforward guy, man.
You seem pretty knowledgeable. Yeah, and that's all right, brother.
Yeah, I'm a family guy, so I didn't go down that path. But again, I'm just a Panthers fan, man. I just want to see this team win. I like players on this team. I really like players on this team, and I got players on the team that I wouldn't mind seeing lead today. And but just because I like you, don't mean you need to be here. So
let me ask y'all this. Now, you guys had a lot to say about Bryce Young having bad coaching. Brad Isaac is a first-year offensive coordinator. Do you guys believe if Bryce struggles and the plays don't look good, will this buy him another chance? Because, Bryce is learning a whole new system again under Isaac.
No, I do not think that will play into it. I do not think that's going to play into fact. No.
I think that's going to help him because Dave Canales, I don't think he's that good of a play caller. I mean, when he was in Tampa, I think he was good, but now he's a head coach. Now he's focused on his team. He has to focus being on head coach and play calling at the same time. So I believe our offense coordinator is going to do better. So Dave I believe he's going to be better because so Dave Canales can focus on the team, focus on the field.
Hold
not worry
on.
about football.
Breaking news, y'all. The Carolina Panthers just signed Darren Waller.
Wow.
The
Whoa.
Carolina
Yeah.
Panthers just signed Darren Waller. Whoa.
Whoa.
He sounds
Okay.
familiar. Who is he?
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
Who? He sounds familiar. Who is he?
He
used
had
He used to be the
Dolphins
Raiders
last
tight
season.
end.
Then he went to the
Darren
Dolphins.
Waller.
He cooked us last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, he
Oh,
cooked
really?
us. Yeah, the nigga that ran all over us last year with the Dolphins.
He cooked us.
Are you dead ass? Did we
I'm
actually
serious.
sign him?
I'm dead serious. According to Adam Scheffner, the Carolina Panthers just signed tight end Darren Waller.
That's
And
a
he was a
dog.
top 3 tight end like a
That's
year
a
ago.
that's a dog.
They must not feel comfortable with our tight ends because our tight ends are not to be mean, but they're pretty much a group of projects. I mean, Trimble's
They
in
are.
his fifth year with us, and he hasn't done much
Whoa,
besides
man.
blocking.
Well, I started the show off with telling you about Brad Isaacs talking about how he didn't feel comfortable with JT Sanders, man.
I'm not
Sanders.
either.
He might be out, y'all.
He looked good in his rookie year, then he fell off a little bit because I guess injuries, I think.
Yeah. Y'all know a guy by the name of Panther Pickle on YouTube? Panther Pickle?
I do not. I have not heard the name, no.
Well, this gentleman was on X a couple of days ago, and he was pretty much saying how Jatavion Sanders wasn't it, and how Felipe Franks is better than him. And Jatavion Sanders just so happened to respond. He was like, "Oh, really?" And then a couple of days later,
Man, I
now
really thought he was the.
you thought it was?
You
I thought he
thought.
was the guy in his rookie year. I thought he was
Yeah.
just the guy in his rookie year when Bryce came back and started. He looked pretty good. He was making like them jump ball catches.
Wow.
He had my hopes high.
So who's out? Is it Trimble or Sanders? What do you guys believe? Who needs
we got
to go?
that white guy too, Mitchell Evans.
Mitchell
too.
Evans.
He's
I
pretty-
like him. I definitely
Yeah.
like him.
I would say
He's
Tremble.
He's hard to tackle, Mitchell Evans. Big guy.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, because I do like Mitch, I think he's probably out the door. Trimble has shown. I like Trimble too, and I think Mitch might be done here. You gotta look at the facts too with Trimble. He knows his team. He's been here. He's not horrible in the run block scheme. He's made big plays for us. I know he doesn't get much run in that field, but when he does get called upon, he makes big plays for us. I can't see them letting Trimble go. I personally can't see it.
Right.
But you never know. I like Trimble, just like I like Evans. If it was up to me, I would, with a tear in my eyes, have to say, Evans, we got to put you on this plane out of here, bud.
Is that this
What do you say?
thing?
You kind of lost signal there,
Darren
brother.
Waller.
Darren Waller.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. What you say?
Yeah, he made a song about his ex-girlfriend about a couple years ago. Then
Yeah,
he retired.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Yeah, but remember, see, you remember him for the wrong thing. You remember he kicked our ass last year.
He cooked us last year. up the middle of the field. We did nothing. We could do nothing with him.
Yeah, 78 yards and a touchdown for 5 catches on our. You remember that part?
Tua was his quarterback.
He cooked us.
He can make all the
Tua
songs he want. He can play like that.
Yeah, he cooked. He cooked us. Nick Scott, you heard us. He cooked us.
Yeah.
Nick Scott, if you heard us, he cooked us. Nick Scott. Just want to throw it out there, Nick.
I was surprised we came back and beat them.
Now let me ask you guys a couple questions. I'm probably gonna do a live stream on this tomorrow, so I don't want to get too deep, but I'll let you guys have a run at it. When it comes to Darren Waller, what does that mean about this offense? Are they planning on using the tight end more, and what does that say about Bryce Young? Needing a tight end, or is Darren Waller washed?
We need to get back to using a tight end more.
I still think he's good. He looked great in the Dolphins, and I thought he was washed there because he didn't look that good on the Giants.
Yeah,
he's taken a couple of steps back. I'm not going to say he is what he once was. He took a couple of steps back because he has some time off there too. Do I think he's all the way washed? Not at all. Do I think he's probably better than what we have in our roster? Yes. But I'm not going to say he's completely washed.
Yeah.
No, I think he's going to be like a 500 or 600 yard tight end, and that's pretty solid. And that's something we can use for like a second option.
Yes. Because we haven't really got a tight end involved ever since Greg Olsen left out that door. Now he's not gonna be Greg Olsen. But that year we were heavily involved in tight end. We made it to the Super Bowl, so we kind of got to get back to that. I don't think Darren Waller was going to be Greg Olsen by any means necessary, but he's better than what we've had in a long time, and that says a lot.
Now, if you guys are wondering, he played in 9 games last year. He had over 283 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Yep.
6 touchdowns. Like I said, he was out for a good bit. You know what I mean? I think he called himself retiring or whatever. Ended up getting traded from the Giants to Miami. And then, if you want to go back even further, man, when Darren Waller was the height of his career, it was when he was with Oakland. He had 1,100 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns in 2019. 2020, he had 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns. And the past 3 years, again, he had 6 touchdowns for 283 last year. 2 years prior to that, before he retired, he had 552 yards, which is about what my man Delk is saying. 552 yards, 1 touchdown. And in 2022, he had 388 yards and 3 touchdowns. So, yeah, man,
Yep.
I mean, I'm excited. I love this move. I've been
I like
screaming
that.
for
I
a
love
tight
this
end.
move.
I love
this
it,
move
brother.
a lot.
Me too.
I love
Me
this
too.
move. Because this mofo also, before he even came on the scene, realized that someone gonna want me some money in my fantasy draft league. So I kind of knew he was what he was gonna be.
Shout out to the fantasy league.
So, but yeah, I do like this move again. Those numbers, they're solid. Even when he came back again, solid. I like this. I think this is gonna help us long. It can't hurt.
He's 33 years old too.
I thought he was gonna cuss me out when I come on your broadcast and talk about Bryce Young, but no, you're honestly chill.
Yeah, man, I'm chill, man. A lot of stuff I do, man, it just be, theatrics and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's nothing personal. I don't personally hate Bryce Young. I don't know the guy. I just don't like him as a football player at the moment. That's it. That's
true.
It stops in with me right there. After that, hey, great young man.
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
don't like him as a football player on this team at this current moment.
Anybody's a Bryce supporter, come on up. If you're a Bryce supporter, if you want to hit the link, I'm not going to yell at you. You know what I mean? I might do a little joker here, but I ain't. You know what I mean?
I'll say that.
I personally hope he changes my mind. I want to eat every word I've ever said about him, but for right now, I don't have a reason to do that.
That's right.
I heard this. Bryce tripped Keen's King. That's why he had a hand injury.
You say he had a hand injury because he tripped on Brad. You say?
Bryce tripped King's King, and that's why King's King got a hand injury.
Oh man. Oh man, just we have a way of them injuries, boy. Just like when we had a 6'4" red rifle haired quarterback have a car accident in downtown Charlotte.
Yeah, I know.
So,
right? Mysteriously after Bryce get benched.
So we have a way of them injuries, boy. But that's my team. Go keep pounding.
Yeah, that's one thing. I wish we had a veteran quarterback as a backup. Maybe that's one thing that sucks about losing Andy Dalton. He was a good veteran.
He's right where he needs to be.
Yeah.
He's in Philadelphia.
Maybe we can.
Yeah, he's right where he needs to be, buddy.
Maybe.
But it's good though for that because again, Bryce Young won't worry about Andy Dalton. He never worried about Andy Dalton. You got a young guy in Haynes King that wants to play and is ready to play. Bryce got to be on his best behavior this year, and he knows this. He won't worry about Andy Dalton taking his job long term. When he got benched, he knew he was going to get it back. So,
right. I was thinking that maybe we can trade Kenny Pickett to the Cardinals for Gardner Minshew.
Man, it wouldn't surprise me if we see Kenny Pickett on the Falcons.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy. Oh yeah, because they got them injuries. That'd be funny.
Yeah,
that honestly be hilarious.
I'm gonna say this, man, and this probably, like I said, I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow too. If I'm Xavier Legette, I would be shaking in my boots right now.
I'm scared. I'm very scared if I'm Xavier Legette. I'm nervous if I'm Xavier Legette. Yeah. You got Jimmy Horn. All these...
Yeah, I'll tell you why tomorrow.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I could just see you got all these young guns gunning for these roster spots. Only but so many can go around. Somebody ain't gonna have a job at the end of the day. Man, you ain't really done enough, buddy, to make us keep you here long term. I love Xavier Legette as a person, But again, as a football player, let's talk about that. Enough of this raccoon stuff. Can you
man, I
catch
tell you
this
what,
ball?
man, I love the
Yeah,
cool sandwich, man.
can you catch this ball, brother? You say throw you the deep ball. Why? You won't catch it. So
Right.
let's talk about that. Will you stay here? Because I don't think so at the moment.
His
To
route
be
running is
honest, last
just
year I thought
atrocious.
Xavier Leggett was going to break out. Then I thought McMillan was going to be the one to struggle for a little bit.
And
But I was
really,
wrong with the other way around.
and really, Xavier Leggett kind of set this team back a little bit because Ted ain't supposed to be here if Xavier Leggett was doing his job. I'm just gonna go flat out say it because nobody else will. The reason why we got Ted is because Xavier won't doing his job.
No, I mean, no. He drops a lot. He dropped a lot of footballs in his rookie year. Remember that? He
I
dropped that
do.
game winner against the Eagles.
Yeah, he dropped, which I didn't like that call, but yeah, I originally didn't like that call. But at the end of the day, the call's a call. But yeah, Xavier Leggett. I'm not that first. We didn't do him no services either. He is a quote deep ball threat. We tried to use his man in slants. His route running looks horrendous. He's not a route running wide receiver. He's not. That's not what he is.
I agree.
He's got a big body for a reason. Send that man downfield. Stop playing. But the thing is, we couldn't do that because our quarterback couldn't push the ball downfield. So I don't put all of that on Xavier Leggett. But at the same time, brother, you've been here long enough to know how to run a route. So what's the issue now?
I think the best that Xavier really gets, he's going to become like a bait man, that guy from Baltimore, the receiver 2, or receiver 3 for Lamar Jackson. I think that's the best that Xavier really gets going to become.
Yeah, because honestly, right now he's starting to remind me of the Laviska Shenault experiment that we tried and failed. And what happened to Laviska Shenault? He got up out
He
the
should
door.
be a running back, Laviska Shenault.
We tried that, and he got hurt, and we got rid of him. We tried that; it didn't work.
Oh yeah, that is right. Yeah. Frank Wright was just doing a bunch of crazy stuff.
So I don't know what info you got for us, Big Cat, but if I'm at Excel, I am nervous right now.
Oh, don't worry. I might, man. I'm so excited. I might drop the video tonight, but I'll say wait till tomorrow. But I might drop it tonight. But there's a couple people that should be scared because Darren Waller's on this team, and XL is one of them. And I'll tell you guys why later on. I don't want to blow my load just yet.
I got you now.
You know what I mean?
Now, you ain't got to answer it, but I just want you to know where my head is at. You refer to Darren Waller. Okay, great. Darren Waller is
Darren Waller's gonna make a lot of nigga nervous on this team.
So, and with that being said, there was chatter, unconfirmed chatter, that they were thinking about moving XL to a tight end position. So you ain't got to confirm or deny, but if that's what you're thinking, he probably should be nervous because there's no need for that now.
I think John Manchew's going to outplay Xavier really good. Training camp, I won't be surprised if John Manchew be our third receiver.
And I'll say this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna shut up about Waller because if you follow Bryce Young's career, Bryce Young does really well when he has a good tight end. Go back to college. Go back to
Alabama. And track stars. He does good with speed. Yeah, he does good with speed.
What was that white gentleman's name? Damn it.
Michael Mayer.
I know who you're thinking of. Yeah.
No, the white guy from Alabama, his senior year.
Brock Bowers.
No, Brock Bowers, Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah.
Let me pull it back. Hold on.
I know who you're talking about, Big Cat. I can't remember his name. He absolutely destroyed Florida when he played against us.
Yeah.
You might be still playing in college, or do you got drafted? Do you went to the NFL?
I think it's been too long. He's either just out of football or some backup in the NFL.
Oh, he probably just didn't. He probably just went to college just in case. Agree, then not play NFL. A lot of college stars do that.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I don't really know. Only phrase I remember. You talking about Cameron?
Yeah, Cameron Latutu.
I don't know his name. It was something like that. Yeah.
He went to the Raiders, I think.
He's playing with the Eagles now.
Oh, Eagles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But,
that is right. Yeah, he is an
yeah.
Eagle.
Yeah.
He's like a third stringer, but
Bryce does really well with the good tight ends, man. So
you're
you know
right.
what? Y'all might buy. Y'all don't get me start drinking this
Hey.
Kool-Aid now. Don't start to get me drinking Kool-Aid. And I don't want to say too much. I just stick around for the video.
What was his name again? Didn't he also have like Henry Toto or something like that?
Henry Toto was a linebacker, I believe.
What
I
was
swear I
Bryce?
remember tight end.
Mm-hmm.
What was Bryce Young's weapons in college besides John Mechie? I really don't know anybody else. I don't really watch much college ball.
We
David
gave him one of
Butler.
his sorry ass weapons we have from Georgia. Stay right there real quick. Stay right there. Shout out to God of Blackness. He said Darren Waller is going to get Brad hired before Evero. Hot take.
Ooh,
What do y'all think about that? Darren Waller is going to get Brad hired before Evero.
I
Hot
don't think
take.
I don't think it's a hot take at all. I think that's a good take.
I don't know
think
about
I can
that.
see him being a head coach.
I just don't know. I think there's a part of me where I think Darren Waller could be washed. I'm hoping not. I'm not going to judge too much because he was injured, kind of middle of retirement, like you said. But I just have that feeling, man. And I hopefully he pans out for Bryce, but time will tell.
Well, if Tua Tagovailoa, a guy who had 20 concussions, can make the nigga look good, and he looked 9 games. Look, a nigga with a concussion made a nigga that's 33 years old have 6 touchdowns in 9 games. If Bryce come in here with no concussions, healthy, and a better offensive line, and he can't top that, then the writing's on the wall for Bryce.
The writing's on the wall. I agree. The writing's on the wall.
You remember that tight end from Washington who played with Jane Daniels? I think he's going to try to like
Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz. Yes.
Zach Ertz. Yeah.
I think he's going to be like a Zach Ertz, in my opinion. He's not going to be like
advocating for him.
He's not going to be like a superstar, but I think he's going to be like Zach Ertz because Zach Ertz, when he joined the Commanders, he had like 600 yards, and he was one of the second best Jane Daniels' options.
Yeah, I was advocating for Zach Ertz. I wanted him here just like I wanted Dallas Goedert here. So they're seeing Darren Waller here. I ain't gonna lie, it makes me. We got Big Cat drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit. Join the club, brother.
Listen, man, I wanna keep sucking, but but look, dog, I'm excited. I'm excited, man.
Join the club.
Listen, Darren Waller is he's not he's not a blocking tight end though. I want you guys to know that.
No, he's not a blocking.
They didn't bring this nigga in here to block. I want you guys to know that, right?
He's here to catch, and he's here to catch, and yeah, that's gonna make a lot of people nervous. The more I think about it, now.
A red zone threat. Or was he a red zone threat, or was he just
6
yards?
Touchdowns. Hey, you can't be no red zone threat without 6 touchdowns. You know what I mean?
Ask Nick Scott if he a touchdown threat.
That I don't know why he's still on the team.
I don't. He had no business being on that field when we were playing against the Rams. I saw it from. I like Nick Scott too before that game. I'm like, he got no business on this field.
Yeah, I like Nick Scott because he almost fought Bryce, but his play, I'm not like him because his play.
He
needs to be. I think Lathan Ransom's better than him.
Yes, and he puts fear in people's heart too. And but yeah, he will hit you, and he will let you know he's going to hit you.
I guess they keep him because he's a veteran.
We don't have to, but we will.
Team. Yeah, there's a couple people on this team that are kept because they're veterans, man.
Veterans. David Moore can go at any time.
Please get him on.
Moore. He can go at any time.
But veterans are more. But he is definitely. I'm pretty sure there's a better veteran in free agency than Nick Scott.
I wouldn't disagree with you.
Hey,
we can sign that Smith guy from the Vikings. He's a free agent. He's 37, but old as gold.
Big Cat, kind of a dead take, but I know you're a Bulldogs fan. I'm a Florida fan. I know you've seen Kyle Trask play, man. Do you know his foul season in Florida? He threw 43 touchdowns, 8 picks, and went head-to-head with Alabama, a team that went undefeated and won the national championship that year. What do you think about him, man? Like,
let me ask you this. Let me ask you a real question. Seriously. How long ago was that?
2020.
How long ago? How many years? I can't count, brother. How many years?
6 years ago.
He backed up Tom Brady.
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I would rather have Ryan Mallett rest in peace when Ryan Mallett was alive, and I would rather have him if he was, obviously he's passed away, but you know what I mean. Contrast ain't shit, brother. I know you're a Florida fan, and I know it's hard for you to hear this, brother, but as a subscriber to the channel, I got to tell you, right? Contrast ain't shit, brother. I mean, I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan, man. I mean, we had some quarterbacks that wasn't shit, you know what I mean? But you just got to take it on a chin.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm a Tar Heel fan, so I ain't gonna speak right now.
Well, you got Drake May to be proud of.
And I wanted him to look. Listen, man, when it broke my heart, I thought he was gonna go back to school. Nah, he's like, I'm coming out of here. It broke my heart. I wanted him on that Bojangles billboard so bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm starting to look kind of analyze this Darren Waller news and.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at it too. I want to see now it's gonna be some heartbreaking roster cuts now, in my opinion.
Man, I love it. I love it, man. You know what I mean? I love it. I've been screaming.
They can pay.
Yeah,
I've been beating
the table. I've been beating the table, y'all. Y'all don't understand how much I've been. Y'all watch the live stream before the game, the Hall of Fame game, and I was just saying, please, for the love of God, use the tight end spot, right?
Yeah, that's Panther football.
Yeah. And for them to do this, and I hate it because Jatavion Sanders. But you know what's up? Let me. I got a bone to pick. With the front office.
What did you say?
You see how messed up it is that you will cut, or they're getting ready to make a cut to probably Jatavion Sanders, and you realize after 3 years he hasn't lived up to it. But you'll take Bryce Young, and you'll hold on to him, and make every excuse in the world for him. You know what I mean? Like, to me, like that's what pisses me off. So you can see that the tight end room sucks. And you can see that you're willing to give up on a young talent like Jatavion Sanders, which I'm not crying over Jatavion Sanders, but you know what I mean? Like, if you can see that with him, you got to be fair, bro. Do that with every position on the team. Don't just do it with the tight end position. Do it with Bryce.
Big Cat, let me tell you something.
Yes.
Bryce Young's first ever year in the NFL was the worst quarterback I have ever seen in my entire life. If I were the coach, I wouldn't have even gave him a second year. That's how bad he was. Like, it was god awful. It reminded me of Ryan Leaf and Jamarcus Russell awful. That's how bad it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He said historical lows, right? I ain't talking about league. I ain't talking about season lows. I'm saying historical lows, brother.
It was bad.
Yeah, I ain't talking about. Listen, I'm not talking about season lows. I'm talking about historical lows from Bryce. Think about that, bro. The football been around for about 150 years, and nigga set a historical low record, bro.
Yeah,
and people are advocating blindly for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he in his rookie year, he looked like if Near Puritan was short.
I ain't got no, man. Listen, I ain't got no beef with Bryce, man. I don't want y'all to think I got a beef with him, man. But
yeah,
I mean, if you can do that with the tight end position, then evaluate the quarterback position the same way. Just be fair with your analysis. You know what I mean?
Hey, BK, they kind of did, man. I don't think this Haynes King signer was just a random. Oh, I like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think they kind of did, man.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get off here, Big Cat. I
want
everybody to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Panthers Up. Our Panthers 375.
Y'all be sure to check them out. Man, he said Panthers Up. You said, say that again one more time, brother. Shout out to my man right there, man. Thank you for calling in, man. Y'all be sure to check out his Panther channel. Subscribe. Very good conversation tonight, man.
Very good.
Very good. Very good. Enjoying it, man. I can't wait to give you guys a real in-depth analysis on this Darren Waller move here, man. Right? I think this is a big time. I know a lot of people are saying he's 33 years old, man, but I think there's still some juice left in that tomato. You know what I mean? Might need to be squozed a little bit. So, but I'll give you guys a video here later on. Don't worry about it. I got you guys covered. What'd you say, brother?
So, Big Cat, you got to pay for a shout out on this channel.
We don't do no shout outs on this channel. You got to send me $100. Nah, that was a good brother.
Y'all wrong.
I know, right? Yo, mate, you got to pay over here for a shout out.
Y'all wrong, boy. Oh, wow.
As long as you come in here and you engage, have a good I don't mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a couple of channels, that's like that. Because again, I'm not one. I can't argue with anybody because to me, an argument is not screaming at each other. It's actually coming with facts and opinions and talking about it. When people got opinions about Bryce Young, like again, everybody wants to bring up, oh, he led the league in game-winning drives, but we still had a losing record. So what does that mean? How many game-winning drives did Patrick Mahomes have? Don't answer that question because you know what? It's irrelevant because he's gonna be
That's
ahead
right.
most of the time. So
That's
if you
right.
got to have a game winning drive every game, it means you're losing the game. And if you still have a losing record at the end of the year, that record don't mean jack squat.
That's true. And that's a good point, man. And a lot of people, if you see in my chat or you see them on YouTube, you know what I mean? When you bring up the fact that we still had 3 straight losing seasons under Bryce Young, they like to hurry up and bring up shit that doesn't matter, like deep
Don't
ball
matter.
passes and comeback wins. I mean, he leads
I
the
hate
league
that
in
argument.
comeback wins, but we still
I
had
hate
three
that
straight losing
argument.
seasons. Like, what does that mean? What does that
What does
mean?
that mean? You had
We
all
have
these
most
comeback
comeback
wins,
wins, but we got 3 straight losing seasons. See what
a
I'm saying?
losing record. Look, ask Josh Allen how many comeback wins he got. Don't answer that. He's
I
gonna
know.
be ahead most of the time. And so it's not a good. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. You need a quarterback that can finish games. Yes, you do need a quarterback that can come back occasionally. Yes, but you don't want your quarterback holding that record because A, that means your quarterback isn't good, or B, that means your team isn't good. You can't live off of comeback wins.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Junkie? What's going on, boy?
What up, man?
Another day.
Yeah, I feel you. Just getting off.
I hear that. I hear that, brother. We here chopping it up. We just signed Darren Waller, man.
Yeah, I seen.
Yeah, we just signed Darren Waller.
Feel bad for him. Nah, I'm fucking with
What'd you say now?
you. Nah, I'm messing with you.
No, hey, you ain't shit, bro. You ain't. Hey, I don't blame
Evil
you.
time.
I don't. Seriously, man. Let me get you now. If you guys don't know, he's a Houston Texans fan. This is my good buddy here, Jucky. Jucky, what you think about Darren Waller coming to Carolina?
I mean, the main thing that it says is that you don't have a tight end on your team that's worth a crap at all if you sign him. But he should have a little bit left in the tank to provide a safety blanket. Now he ain't gonna be what he used to be, but he can be better than what you already have, which is a plus, no
That's
matter how
true.
you look at it.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, man, he came in last year with the Miami Dolphins, had 9 games, 283 yards and 6 touchdowns. Yeah, so
Majority of them came from the red zone too.
that's what I'm saying. He's gonna be a red zone nightmare, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
you're
you got Ted
absolutely
right
right.
there too. So you
Oh
got two.
man,
So you
we got
got two
started on
big
that.
bodies in the red zone.
Yep.
Well, you got Ted, and then you got Darren underneath. Whoo!
You got Coker. Is who you gonna cover? You can't cover everybody. Who you gonna cover? Take your poison.
No more excuses.
Now, truth be told, man, Tonga Valonga, I don't really think the word of him, but Tonga Valonga was able to find him. You think Bryce gonna be able to find him the same way Tonga Valonga did?
No.
He should be able to, but they did have Mike McDaniels as an OC too, though. So
That's right. I forgot about. Shout out to Big Mike.
Yeah,
I don't
You don't
know.
believe in Izix, man?
I don't know if Canales
I
on the
do.
same level as
I do.
McDaniel. Well,
Yeah. Well,
yeah, Bryce
Canales is
can't
giving it
find
up to
that
Izix.
motherfucker. At
Yeah.
that point, you just got to get rid of him.
Who?
He said if Bryce can't find Waller, get rid of him.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I'm not gonna disagree with that.
You got some firepower there, man. You got it. You got Ted. Coker's nice when he stays healthy, and now you got Darren Waller. I mean, I think the offense gonna be looking. It goes as far as the quarterback go, man. You know what I mean?
This team will go as far as the quarterback goes.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, literally, man. This nigga 33 years old. He caught 6 touchdowns a year ago in 9 games. You know what I mean? So for people who saying he's washed up, man, I think he would choose a better choice words here, man.
No,
I like my nigga Junkie said, I don't think he's gonna come in here and lead the leads in receiving yards, but I definitely don't think he's gonna come in here just to collect the check either.
no, he's better than anything we currently have in our locker room as far as tight end position.
That's right. So who you want to see? Or Trimble's a blocking tight end. See that's the benefit. Trimble's a good blocking tight end.
Yep,
So
that's
I
why he ain't
think
going
that's the
nowhere.
reason why he ain't going nowhere. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. He's not going nowhere because of that factor. But you know, and then like you said, Mitchell Evans is solid too, man. But yeah, man, yeah, it's
And
bye
I'm not
bye.
what year is what year is Sanders on? What year is this? Third year?
Third year. Yep. He was
Yeah,
drafted in 2004.
yeah, we got to get ready. So now you got to get ready to make a decision with him. Do you pay him or do you not? Obviously, I wouldn't. So,
Oh, what decision?
um,
The decision already done been made, brother.
no, what
What you mean we gotta make a decision? It's already made,
it's
dog.
been done.
Big dog, the decision made. It's
Effed
called
up, but
check
you're right.
Twitter. Check Twitter right now. That nigga gone,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I hate it for him. I wanted him. I wanted us to draft him, but didn't
Yeah.
work out.
Didn't he get his neck broke against like the Lions a couple of years ago or last year?
Uh,
Did he break his neck or something? He fall on his head or something?
I don't. Yes, actually, he missed. I think he missed time behind that. If I'm not mistaken. I think he
Mm-hmm.
missed like a game of that. Two
Mm-hmm.
games or
Yeah.
so.
Yep.
Yeah, he missed time behind that. I can't remember the specific injury, but he missed time behind it.
Yeah, I think he fell on his neck or some shit. Well, go to the Falcons, nigga. You play behind Kyle Pitts.
Nah, he'll be the Carolina Panthers reject squad where they rehabilitate our players in Buffalo.
Well, yeah, that's right. Well,
I can see the Titans picking them up, pair them back up with Gunnar Helm.
I forgot about the Titans. Yeah, you heard Calvin Ridley could be getting released, man. They saying Calvin Ridley wants to move on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw a report on that.
he done added. He ain't shit either.
No, he ain't. He ain't. He ain't.
It used to be.
Yeah, he used to be. He just I don't know what's wrong with him.
All that gambling done messed up his mind, dog.
Yep.
He trying to
I
find a
never
nice
really
little
understood.
place where he could take the under over. He really should have just went back to Atlanta. You know what I mean? He need to go back to Atlanta and play outside of Drake London. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Jackson.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah.
That doesn't scare me. That move doesn't scare me.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of DeAndre Hopkins. Remember DeAndre Hopkins was bouncing around. He went to the Ravens and he went
Yeah, I
all over
remember
the
that. I
place.
was sad to see that.
Don't even remind me of that, man.
I was sad to see that.
Shout out to Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, I still remember that notification. My boy Wink went off.
Yeah. Bill O'Brien wasn't shit, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he tried to turn into the GM. He tore the whole team apart.
He did. He sure did.
I mean, when
Where's
the
he at now?
GM is coach, you
He's
can
at
do what
some
you want.
college team, right?
He at Boston College.
Oh, okay. O'Brien, that's a Irish name, right? That's an Irish surname.
I don't even know, really.
Yeah, I think O'Brien, his surname is Irish, if I'm not mistaken.
When you the GM and the coach, boy, can't nobody tell you nothing. You can literally do what you want.
Absolutely. Shout out to Mitha. He said JT may go to Kansas City because Kelsey's finna be out of here next year. You know, that wouldn't be a bad fit for him either. You know what I mean?
Not a bad take.
So, I don't know. Believe it or not, man, who was it on? Was it on Bryce for not getting the ball to the tight ends, or was it the play calling not getting the ball to the tight ends, or was it the tight ends just not being good? Why hasn't the tight ends gotten as much love as they should have gotten over the last couple of years?
It's everyone's fault but Bryce's.
Team personnel.
Good answer.
Everybody's fault but Bryce.
That's a great answer.
Yeah. I think it's a combination of all three. I mean, they probably drafted Jatavion Sanders to do a certain thing. He ain't really good at blocking. He's not really a blocker. He's more of a pass catching tight end, but he's not a refined route runner. So you probably don't got a good tight end coach that's coaching these boys up to take that next step. So I guess they falling behind.
That makes sense. That makes very much sense, man. But I remember when we got Trimble, man, they were talking about he was coming out of Notre Dame. He was supposed to be like a hybrid fullback / tight end. Remember that?
Yeah, he was supposed to be our guy. He was supposed to be our guy.
Y'all remember the guy by the name of Chris Cooley for the Washington Redskins?
Oh, I remember that name.
Yeah, Chris Cooley was the man. He was a white boy that was an H-back. That white boy could play, man. You know what I mean? He can line up at fullback, but he's also line up at tight end too. You know what I mean? That's what they were trying to make Tommy Tremble into, man. And you know what I mean? That nigga, man, only give us what, about 200-300 yards a season or something. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jeff. He said the Bills will end up having our Panthers players. Yeah, but they got Kincaid and they also got Dawson Knox. They don't need any tight ends. Mr. Cleanup says Sanders don't even break tackles. Kansas City's good on him. Well, I can see him going to some watered down ass team, maybe the Jets or something like that, or like Junkie said, the Tennessee Titans. You know what I mean? The problem is man, you know, believe it or not, man, when the Panthers when they miss on a player, I mean they miss bad, right? You know how you do a draft on somebody or you analyze somebody, you say, okay, this person got good features, this person got good traits, he may be salvageable. When the Panthers miss, them niggas don't offer shit. You know what I mean?
You're right.
You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, we can fix this or we can save this guy. Like with the receiver, with Jonathan Mingo, with Terrence Marshall Jr. It's not like those guys can be fixed. It's just like them niggas are just bad. And they usually don't go nowhere else. And my point being, go look at Devin Funchess. Remember when they took Devin Funchess?
Oh, you had to bring him up. Gosh, my heart hurt right now.
I know it. It's gonna hurt a little bit.
My heart.
Go get some of that Klonopin. Look,
that one hurt.
That's a good
That
point,
one hurts.
Big Cat.
That one hurts.
It's a great point, man. Mingo went to the Cowboys and didn't do shit.
That's what I'm saying. When the Panthers miss, they miss bad because usually when the players that we drafted that we thought were good, they go on to do nothing. Devin Funchess, Jonathan Mingo, Terrence Marshall Jr. No disrespect. The last time I heard about Devin Funchess, y'all know that nigga out here trying to make the NBA now? Nigga out here living Michael. Seriously, bro.
No, I did not.
I'm serious. I'm not even joking, bro. I'm not even joking. This nigga out here trying to make Michael Jordan fantasies now. Now, mind you, the Carolina Panthers scouted this guy to be a starter.
They did. Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah. So that's what I say. When they miss, dog, they miss bad. Yep.
Because we swing. It's all right. We take a chance, but we swing and we swing and we swing wild. And with sometimes the obvious clear choices right there in front of our face. Xavier Legette shouldn't be here. We all know who should be here. I'll give you a hint. He plays for the Chargers. We know who we should have got.
Man, I said that. Man, I punched the table for Vlad McConkey, bro.
Yeah, the answer is in our face the majority of the time. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bryce Young shouldn't be here. The answer was in our face. We wait for Caleb Williams. Well, the answer was right there in front of our face. We didn't need Bryce Young. But what do? We traded up and got Bryce Young. It's the answer is in our face, but we'll take a swing and a miss on Jonathan Mingo, on Xavier Legette, on a
Terrence Marshall Jr.
on a Terrence Marshall Jr. And we'll take these weird.
Vernon Butler. Remember Vernon Butler?
Who?
Vernon Butler. Remember Vernon Butler?
Gosh, yes, I do.
Another swing and a miss. You know what I mean?
He was a swing and a miss. And we thought about signing DJ Burns, a basketball player from NC State, to be a lineman for us. We swing hard and wild. Why would you even bring that up? So
it's this fan base, man. We got a dumbass fan base, man. You know what I mean? They're addicted to Twitter, they're addicted to TikTok, and they're addicted to ESPN. And just because a nigga with a fucking suit on tells you is to do something, oh, that's what you should do. You know what I mean?
And they were taking and running with it. Oh, you don't like Bryce Young? You're not a real Panthers fan. I hear it all the time. I'm like, guys, don't talk to me about being a real Panther. Do you know who Kyle Allen is? Oh, you don't? Shut up. I know who he is. Mm-hmm. You know who PJ Walker is? Oh, you don't? Shut up. I know who he is. Don't tell me I'm a fake fan. I've been here through the darkest. Don't tell me I'm a fake fan. I'm holding people accountable.
Hey, Big Cat, I got a great idea.
Yeah, brother.
I think you should come on here with a suit.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I don't want to be no Mel Kiper or Stuart Scott or Scott Van Pelt, man. I'm not. You got some podcasters that feel like, I gotta be professional to make the news. No, I'm not trying to do that. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I'm gonna
it's
give it to
just
you straight. You know what I mean? Let me ask you this:
right.
Have you ever had an enema?
No.
Have you ever been constipated?
Yes.
Yes.
What did you take? Did you take a suppository?
Actually, no. I just kind of push through it. I don't take anything.
Okay, I'm gonna make an analogy to what I am when it comes to podcasting. If you ever took a suppository, if you ever took an enema, all right, that suppository, that enema, it fizzes up in your ass, right? Because what it does is it draws water from your intestine. When you're constipated, that means your stool is hard, right? The suppository literally forces water down into your colon, right, from your intestine, and it literally creates a rocket. You ever put a Mentos in a soda?
Yes,
Yeah.
for the science experiment.
That's what it does. That's what it does. That's what I am. Yeah, it hurts. It's forceful, but at the end of the day, it's gonna bring you relief.
It's the
That's what I
truth.
am.
I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
I'm an enema to this podcast. I'm a suppository. Yeah. It ain't meant to feel comfortable. It's meant to give you some relief. Yeah.
Just wake up and look at reality. Oh, Bryce Young is the
That's
greatest
right.
quarterback in Panthers history. What the heck? What are y'all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Now, a lot of people don't like that, but you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you don't know how many times I don't have people come back and apologize. I'm sorry, you was right about this. Yeah, I know. I've been right about it. When you were sitting there, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I should have listened. You should have listened. I'm not always right? I don't want to sit there and lie, man, but when I'm pretty adamant about something, it's usually because I have a good inkling on it, you know what I mean? And then, like you said earlier, MH, you say you got people out here who just want to call you fake fans, but I because you don't like Bryce Young. But I dare anybody out there who says I'm a fake fan because I hate Bryce Young. I dare anybody out there to go to their closet right now and pull a Will Greer jersey out. Go
Yeah.
to your closet right
I
now
don't
and pull
have
a
one of
Will
those.
Greer. Exactly.
I don't even have one of those.
Exactly. I got a Will Greer jersey in my closet. Not too many niggas out here got that.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I got a Teddy Bridgewater. I got a Baker
I got a Teddy
Mayfield. I got a
Bridgewater
Sam
jersey in the
Darnold.
closet. I got a Sam Darnold. I got a Baker Mayfield in the closet. You know what I mean? But people be, oh, you don't like Bryce, you're a fake fan. Nigga, pull your Will
Yeah.
Greer out. Pull your Will
Yeah.
Greer out right now.
That's the part
Got
that
a
gets me.
Bridgewater.
Because
There you
I
go.
got money invested in this team.
That's
Like,
right. That's
guys,
what,
you know how much
yeah.
stuff I have. I'm not a fake fan. I promise you. I'm just trying to keep it real. I mean, we've gone through all these quarterbacks. Let's just say for issues and giggles, Bryce Young stays. Dude, we got to put so much talent around you. We can't afford to give you $50 million. You got to take a team friendly deal. You got to take a Sam Darnold deal, bro. We can't afford to give you 50. You need a number one receiver. You need an all-star running back. You need an all-star offensive line. Bryce, we can't give you 50 million if you need all this.
That's true. Yeah.
You're not a Josh Allen. Are you going to win me games off your legs? I didn't think so. You going to win me games off your arm? I also didn't think so. You need so much talent around you on both sides of the ball. Take 30 mil, man, and we ain't got nothing to talk about.
That's right. Yeah. See, the problem is, I don't think Bryce agent, gonna
Oh,
let
he's
him
not
go.
going to let him take that deal at all.
No. I'll be honest with you, man. If Bryce comes out here and have some mediocre success, I say we win 8 games, right? Win 8 games, and we somehow end up getting lucky and make it to the playoff. I doubt we make the playoff off of 8 games, but if we luckily we make 8 games, and the Panthers are still non-committed on Bryce, I would give Bryce an ultimatum. I would give you, look, dog, I'm gonna sign you for 1 year for about $30 million or some shit like that. Franchise tag you for about, whatever the average is about.
Yeah.
And if you can't take that, then we don't want you.
Team friendly. Yeah, he's got to take a team friendly deal. We got to put too much around you, Bryce, for you to be successful. This ain't Alabama, man. We got a cap space to look after here. We got cap,
I mean, for
man.
God's sakes, we're bringing in 50-year-old tight ends to help your young
Yeah,
guy. You know what I mean?
but like, come on, man. You can't command all of this stuff and then ask for $50 million or whatever these. Oh yeah, or 50 million plus is what quarterbacks are going for these days.
Yeah,
Dude, we
you
can't
asking
give
for
you that and
that's
have
right.
a team.
Absolutely,
Now
man.
it'll be different if he was a Cam Newton. Like, put Cam Newton in this team. Oh Lord, have mercy. But it'll be different. Again, Cam could drag us to the playoffs. Bryce, you can't do that. You don't have the physical stature to do that. You don't have the talent level to drag us anywhere. We can win with you, not because of you. So we got to spend all this money somewhere else, bro. 30 mil, or again, we ain't got nothing to talk about. We'll trade you home to LA. You can sit behind Stafford. We can't use you here.
Mm-hmm. I definitely miss the Queen of the Queen City. He definitely would have. At least he would have put on a show. You know what I mean?
And right now, and again, I'm making it a little bit more uncomfortable. You can actually make the argument Bryce Young got more now than Cam Newton never had in his career in Carolina. You can
That's a
make the
good point.
argument, and I wouldn't be mad at nobody for making that argument.
That's a good point. It definitely look. This year is make it or break it for me. I already know. I already know what he is, but obviously I ain't the owner. I ain't the GM. So, you know, to me, if the Panthers see this boy go undefeated, I mean, if they see this boy come out here and stink it up, and he's still on this roster, I don't know if I could do it anymore, fellas.
I agree.
I don't know if I could do it anymore.
It'll be hard for me to support that.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy come out here and I mean, we're talking about 5-6 wins. Yeah, I don't know if I can do it, fellas. If he's still on this team.
Yeah, no NFL team these days has the patience for that. We should be included in that. We can't go 7 years still figuring out if you're our guy or not. We just don't have that kind of time. We're gonna miss our window if waiting on that long. Because then Tet's gonna be due. We're gonna have all these players due, and we're still trying to figure out our quarterback situation. We just don't need to be in limbo like that.
Man, he got me feeling like 12 years of Bryce in this motherfucker. You ever seen 12 Years a Slave?
Yes, I have.
That's what it feel
that's
like.
not
12
what
years.
we need. And when you got the rest of these teams like the Jets, they can Zach Wilson. You got the Eagles, they can Carson Wentz. You got all these teams that are getting quarterbacks in and getting them out when they seen, okay, we've seen enough. You got the Jets also got rid of Sam Darnold. When you've seen enough, you've seen enough. Move on. You're gonna miss your window. Just do it with these experiments. Move on.
Yeah, that's true. And then, not to mention, you got the draft class at the quarterback position coming out.
It's
I mean,
deep.
you don't want to miss
deep.
out on that. Yeah, you don't want to miss out on that. You definitely don't want to miss out on that, man.
We just don't. I don't get. Yeah, I'm with you on that. They better not. After this year, we got our answer. Don't extend it.
Realistically, do you actually see it? Say Bryce does go out here and stake it up. Realistically, like, say 5 wins, 18 touchdowns, 13 picks, some bullshit like that. Realistically, do you still see Carolina keep them? Because I actually can. I can see the Panthers, the way this organization is run. I can see them keeping them. And if they do that, I'm not watching them. I am not watching them next season.
Yeah, I do. I'm with you. I'm with my man MH here. I'm with you, brother. I honestly can see them still keeping them. Because you know why? The Carolina Panthers got their excuse built in. They got first year offensive coordinator Brad Isaacs. That's an excuse, right? Well, this is his first year calling plays. That's an excuse. Well, Akeem Ekwonu and Taylor Moton are meant to miss a significant amount of time, right? Maybe 2 or 3 games. That's an excuse, right? What else? The defense not living up to its hype. That's they literally have excuses built in for Bryce Young. I can tell you now, bro. So even if this nigga do come out here and win 5 games, they ready for excuses on their tip. I promise you that, man. So I would love to come out here and tell you, bro, it's a foregone conclusion that if he stinks, he's gone. I can't say that. I don't know. It is disgusting. It's very disgusting. It's like you ever seen the movie Misery?
I've heard of it.
Wait a minute, you never seen Misery with James Caan?
I know. Big. I'm a movie guy, but never seen Misery.
You're a movie guy. I know that, man. Man, you gotta check it out, man. It's a classic, brother. It's a cult classic.
I will. I watched Fargo last night. I'll watch this one tonight.
There you go, man. Misery. This dude, this lady ended up capturing a book writer. He was a novel writer, right? There was a snowstorm up in the mountains. He got trapped in the mountains. And the lady that captured him was his biggest fan. And she broke his legs, and she literally made him write the last novel that haven't came out yet. And she was a weirdo. She was just obsessed with him. She broke his legs and just to keep him inside the cabinet until the snow melted, and then she would just You know what I mean? Just she was a weird. That's what it's like being around an organization with Bryce Young. It's like niggas just obsessed with this nigga. You know what I mean? I don't understand. You know, I can see Bo Nix, right? Oh my God,
Yeah.
that white boy there, or
We
Josh
could have got
Allen.
him. I
Yeah.
wanted him badly. We could have gotten him.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like Bo Nix coming out of college because my
Same.
Georgia Bulldogs beat him up. I ain't gonna lie.
I should have
Seriously.
saw that coming.
No, I'm serious. Yeah,
I
I ain't
wanted
gonna
him though.
lie. I was never a fan of Bo Nix because I seen what Georgia did to him. But now, if you look in hindsight, 2020, like Bo Nix, Drake May, even Jaden Daniels, I know he's been hurt. When you look at the
Feel better.
guys that came out after Bryce, I can see
Caleb.
why fans are obsessed. Caleb Williams, thank you. I can see why guys are obsessed with their team, right? I see the obsession. Like y'all don't know, man. I want to be so badly in love with my quarterback. No homo. I want to be so badly in love. I want to come on here and just tell you sweet nothings, right? Oh, my quarterback good. I can't say that. I live
Nah,
down here in
honestly.
Georgia, man. I be going. I'm gonna tell you. I remember I went to a Popeyes, nigga. I'm sitting here in Popeyes during the Falcon game, man, and I'm getting a 6-piece and shit. Niggas talking shit about Bryce, man. You think I defended that? Hell no.
Absolutely not. I would have got my chicken. I would have ate right there and listened.
I would have joined. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I used to love getting into debates with other people about quarterback when Cam Newton was on the team. Because even though Cam
Oh,
Newton
I
was a
loved
little
it.
awkward, yeah, he was a little awkward, but he was a baller. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was a dog.
Man, I can't relate now. It's like it's like the nigga with the little shit at the gangbang. You know what I mean? What you gonna do? Everybody else got the girl jumping and screaming. You little man, you got to sit back and watch the big boy play. You know what
Fucking God.
But you're right though. Sadly, you're right.
yeah. People start talking about quarterback, I just shut up, man. When I hear like I said, like when I hear like Chiefs fans or Buffalo fans or even the Ravens fans, man, I just shut up. Ain't nothing to say.
Ain't nothing. It's nothing. We don't have a leg to stand. We haven't had a leg to stand on since Cam Newton, and that's the
Yeah,
truth.
that's the truth. Yeah, that's definitely the truth, brother.
Me, I'm just honest. I mean, he don't get the proper respect he deserves. People look at Cam, look what he do now, and think he a bum. Like y'all don't know how nasty this boy was. This boy was nasty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cam did. He didn't have much of nothing, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I never forget, man. I bought a box suite in Atlanta. I bought a box suite in Atlanta, man, and I watched him play the Falcons, man. And it was, man. We got blown out so bad. It was New Year's Eve, man. It was like a couple years ago, man. And I was just the
I
only
remember that
thing that
game.
was good. Yeah, man. The only thing good about it was that nice little suite, man. We had good chicken tenders, beer, and stuff. But watching my team get the Evan Loving shit kicked out of them hurts, man. You know what I mean? That kind of hurts, you
Yeah,
know?
ain't never a good feeling, but
Never,
yeah, I
bro.
remember that's a home game for my boy too. So he was right at
That's right.
home.
So I just knew he was gonna show out. So I said, let me buy a box suite. I bought a suite box there, right behind the goalpost, man. Then I got hit in the face with a football by the kicker, man. The kicker, man. Let me tell
God
you
damn.
something. Let me tell you something, bro. Them kickers be accurate with them legs, dog. I promise you, bro. People lie, man. Hey, bro,
I,
I never seen a nigga can play. Bro, I was talking shit behind the goalpost doing warm ups, and I swear to you, bro, this kicker, it's like he kicked the ball so perfectly, man. Knocked my hat off, hit me in my nose, and everything. Niggas was laughing like a motherfucker.
talk shit now. Talk
I'm
shit now.
serious, man.
What was
Them
that? I
kickers
can't
are,
hear you.
bro. Them kickers are accurate, bro. I promise you, man. Them niggas are
Yeah, they
accurate,
are.
bro. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
I can kind of relate to you though. My cousin personally knows Adam Thielen's father, and we
Shout out
went
to
to
Adam.
the yeah, great guy. We went to the Panthers game to watch them play the Vikings. We got like a little suite and stuff, man, and we got the living shit beat out of us. I remember that one play where Bryce Young got a dirty hit. No one came and fought for him because they didn't believe
Mm,
in him, and it's just like it was miserable. The food was great, but that was the
yep.
only enjoyable part about the game. That and meeting Adam Thielen and his parents.
And that's a good point, man. And so that's why a lot of people be like, man, why won't you go to this game? Why don't you go to this game? Because like, man, I learned my lesson, bro, man. Going to games when you don't believe in the product,
Not fun.
it's not fun. Yeah, it's not gonna turn
You're
out the way
wasting
you
your money.
think it. That's right. You know what I mean? And a lot of people say, well, that's being a fake fan. No, nigga, that's called, nigga, milk cost $3 and eggs cost 10. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's called accountability. That's what it's called. It's called
Yeah.
accountability. And not to mention, again, Charlotte, again, I don't live too far from there, but again, Charlotte, and you got to deal with that traffic going and leaving. Like, I'm not dealing with all that for a team that I know I'm going to lose by 37 points. I'm not putting myself through that when I can watch it on the couch.
That's true. Yeah. And I'm with you
You
guys,
got to
man.
park, and it's you just don't want to deal with that. You've been to
Oh, no.
Charlotte enough times.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what it's like going to these games.
Man, I hate walking to that stadium, dog. Man,
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
is it on a hill? Is that shit on a hill down? That stadium on a
pretty
hill,
much,
though?
yeah, pretty much, yeah. And then not only that, you got people on the corner after you leave the game. You got people going to the game. You got people trying to sell you fake tickets. It's a lot of just unnecessary stuff going to and leaving a Hornets or a Panthers game, really.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know why you'll be going to a Hornets game.
Hey, we were good last season. I don't think I'm going this. I
I
don't think I'll
know.
be going too many this season though. But we'll see.
Nah,
Not
well,
at
you might
all.
get a
We'll
quarter
see.
game.
We'll see about this season. But last season, I am guilty because I was drinking the Kool-Aid last season. I'm going to admit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Well, look, fellas, man, I think I'm going to wrap it up here, man. Y'all be on the lookout for this live video or this recorded video I'm going to drop on Darren Waller, man. I appreciate you guys rocking me tonight, man.
Yeah, I
Oh
appreciate the
yeah, man. I
content you
appreciate it.
provide
I don't
for
really
us, man.
never really get a chance to call in, so I appreciate you, BK.
Thank you, man. And listen, man, I'll have the link out for you guys Saturday after the game. The game is at 1, so Saturday we'll drop the link again. And then you guys and anybody else out there want to come on in, all right?
All right, man. You take care, man.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir. Take
brother.
it easy,
Y'all
bud.
be good, man. Y'all be sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe out there. This has been 1995 The Roar, a channel for the fans, by a fan, restoring the roar. If you haven't already, like I said, man, subscribe up. Also consider hitting the membership link. It's $1.99 if you guys want a membership link. Also take advantage of my sponsors in the description. Get you a nice little package from Fanatics, man. They got some good gear on there. And also sign up for Fubo TV, excuse me. Sign up for Fubo TV for